profile picture on Roll20.
And we're live. On that exact note.
Yay! Oh, we're just trying to talk, getting through the ad. For those of us who are not on there. But it's fine.
I'm not there.
Oh,
I'm subscribed.
I messed up.
Nice.
Onto the Twitter thingy. I forgot to tag everyone. Whoopsie daisy.
I'm going to play as in the naughty corner. Oh yeah, thanks for the notification, as I am already this page.
Right.
That's always fun.
We need to make sure that you know that you're watching the stream that we just notified you that you're watching.
How else would you know?
Google.
Internet. Works for me.
The more
Damn,
you
you're
know.
Reminds me of the build act. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Now you know.
What was there?
Did you know that?
So, before we begin, I have been a very bad battlesmith artificer.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm supposed to have extra attack.
Yeah. We discovered that a
Oh,
little
yeah.
while ago. That he had extra attack this whole time and just never did it.
Because my stupid tail forgot to write it in because I'm not used to having the entire compendium actually available to me when making my characters, so I don't use the Character Mancer. I completely skipped over an extra attack from Battlesmith.
Oh, well, that'll happen sometimes.
Yeah.
What can you do? Well, at least you know now.
It will help during this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did level up.
Question is, oh no, I had extra attack for a while now.
Yeah, since level 5, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Which I came in when you guys were level 6.
So he's at it the whole time.
The
Yeah.
whole time he's been here, yeah.
So, my only question now is whether or not you guys tell Kardec that Argyle almost died, or that he did die.
Mm.
Because Kardec was not there for that.
Boy,
No,
he
what-
sure wasn't.
Oh yeah,
They-
Watcher will tell you.
If you were there, you're at the if you were at the hostel, you're gonna see him, and he's gonna let you know.
Here's an
Oh,
interesting
well,
question for
Let's see what
players above
happens.
you.
Okay.
Draco,
Mhm.
do you follow through the grievous injury chart for like massive damage like that, just for flavor?
I have not. This is the first I'm hearing of the grievous injury chart. Do tell.
It's in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
It's a fun chart to read.
Yeah, it's a fun chart to read, although it's an optional rule that if a player takes like more than half their health in a turn, they might result in a grievous injury, like, you know, a real massive scar, broken bones. You might lose a
Missing
eye or a
limb.
limb.
Gotcha.
I did glue
Yeah.
you back together for reconstituted stuff, though. So
And I mean, what caused his death was having the literal life essence ripped from his body. Leave an interesting scar, I feel.
and then me punching the life force back in.
You get your ass back in that body, damn it!
And Snack beating the living shit out of him. The person that did it to.
You get back up here and punch me in my perfect jawline. I don't know why y'all saying that. What popped into my...
That's exactly how it actually went.
Basically, yeah, huh?
Actually, he would kill him. He said, "Yes, do it,
Do it.
do it, do it, do it."
You're a very confused Drow, but I respect it.
Oh, speaking of do it, we got some good Star Wars news for a change.
Oh?
Oh?
Dave Filoni has been made the chief creative officer of Lucasfilm.
The CCO?
Yeah.
About
is now-
freaking time.
He is in charge of now everything related to the franchise going forward. He is going to be working directly with Kathleen Kennedy.
She just needs to just stay out of his way.
Yeah, really.
Agreed.
Like, I'm like, why was
She
this
should
not-
never have had her hands on Star Wars to begin with.
Well, the reason that she was so into it was because of the fact that she and George were like, they were partners. Like, she's been a part of the franchise since the beginning. She was one of the producers of, I think, Return of the Jedi. But I saw this. I'm like, okay, good. A man who was literally mentored by Lucas was given a playbook of what he wanted to actually happen. This is going to be good for Star Wars fans.
Thank you, Robot, for the resub. And also, I would very much like to thank you for reminding me to turn those alerts off so we don't get surprised in mid-combat. I knew I was forgetting something.
Surprise.
The triumphant trumpets alerted me.
Wait.
Close. Which reminds me of the other thing. Well, that one's easier to pull out the sound box so I can do the proper introductions. Heckna would not appreciate it if I didn't put the ta-da in, and yeah. Although I think I'm in a pretty good position with Heckna right now. We'll have to see how that goes. But now that I've properly set that up, I think it's time for us to properly get our introductions started. So let me pull that up. I should probably go into here so I have access to our jukebox properly. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's fix that, this, and ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between or outside of, I give you the host with the most attractive, well-spoken, and magnificent clown in all the multiverse, the founder and creator of the Revelia, the one, the only, Heckna! Rolly-a-roon, everyone! Heckna here for my hair-raising recap! When last we left the players, Snack Bluescale, the Drow Sorcerer, Lilith, the Tiefling Bard, Watcher, the Eladrin Cleric, Argyle, the Dragonborn Fighter, Red Moonscreen, the Human Rogue, and Kardak Skyscale, the Dragonborn Artificer, they assaulted a poor, innocent plasma punk and clown couple. Snack deflected the plasma punk's chain and he hit himself in the dick, which was admittedly hysterical. But what a horrible thing to do! Sadly and unsurprisingly, they managed to overtake them and found some supplies in an arcane special Heckna handy helper. Although Kardak seems to have been misplaced. Traveling down some sort of tunnel of maintenance, where could he possibly be? Anyway, they managed to flirt with some lovebirds in the next room and gain passage to my former Master of Ceremonies, Cicero. They apparently learned some of my secrets, and in exchange they killed Cicero. Honestly, I'm glad he's gone. He betrayed me before and did again by giving the players my dirty laundry. It's wonderful, really. After the players are either my thralls or dead, whichever comes first, no one will be alive from the old days. No one to spill my secrets. It's fantastic. Really. Side note, thank you, Draco, for the new spy. He's really doing great work. Oh, no problem. I'm glad he could help out. We do need to do the recaps after all. How are you doing? I know you and Sis... Fantastic! Never better, in fact. Now, we still have some more recap. The players decided, after their homicide and daring escape from Cicero's former beating heart, and destroying yet another attraction in my Revelia, Watcher Neriodel... Am I saying that right? I'm probably saying that. It doesn't matter. Would send a message to Oboron to give his boss a progress report. I imagine the Pixie King let him know they were still loitering outside or something to that effect. How hopeless everything seemed, but his message was a bright light or some other such poetic nonsense. Anyway, they went to go to the hostel to rest up, and it seems Myrmidon is their next target. Can they get through the defenses I set up around the naughty corner? Let's find out! Take it away, Draco! Okay, just gonna dodge my question, that's fine. Anyway, let us bring you back to our proper... Oh, that's the wrong song. There we go. And let's put that back up. There we go. Fun, happy little moonbeam. Also, just a point of order, I realized I never bothered to ask, and I probably should have at some point. Can all of you see the map proper, or is it just Watcher because his token is on there?
I can see it.
Let's see. Yeah, I can see the map.
Okay. I wanted to make sure you weren't just seeing a black screen and that was it.
Nope.
Yep. The only thing we
No.
cannot see would be the funhouse. So.
Okay. And
Yeah,
since
that's
you're
the
not
only
technically
spot that's
invited
not
there,
visible.
Good. Alright, so I believe, as we just said, you are all going to probably be heading to the hostel to finally get some rest after that harrowing battle.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Red is fine for the most part, but poor Argyle.
Watcher will offer Argyle his shoulder.
Argyle will
Understand.
take it.
Actually, remember I put Red down and I had Argyle on my back.
That's right. That's right. Let's be swift. Stick to the shadows, the borders.
Gotcha.
And as you all move through, you do manage to see something while you're in the shadows. You notice that there are 4, what you now know are Heckna's thralls clowns. They seem to be a bit older, leading along 3 younger thralls, not quite fully into the thralls of the clown corruption, showing them around in the Dysmadium, and they're steering them away from a creature you haven't quite seen before in the Revelia, which sadly I don't have NPC art for it, but I can pull its token out and show you what this grotesque creature looks like.
Yeah. Don't worry.
This is known as a corn slob.
Oh,
Oh, God.
corn slob.
No, you snack might kill it. It's half popcorn on it.
Snack hates it for sure.
So, you haven't quite seen these creatures yet, so you don't know anything about them. Maybe you could ask the thralls if you're interested enough, but they try to steer around, but one of the younger ones bumps right into it, and it immediately opens its mouth and lets out a sickening gurgle. As many popcorn swarms start flying out of his mouth, and then the mangy thralls have to get involved and help their younger cohort away from this tragedy in the making.
Gotta love orientation day.
Mm-hmm.
Hey kids, want to see a popcorn slob?
Could I roll to see if I would know something similar to that?
Yeah, I'm gonna say for this one it'd probably be Arcana, because it's certainly not nature. Lord knows it's not nature.
12.
Okay, with a 12, this is something a bit unique. I don't think the Feywilds would have something of this like. You do know...
If it looks infested, like something that would, like,
Yes.
pilot an infested body or something.
Pretty much, yes. This body that they're in, obviously it has all these contusions, and you notice that its flesh seems to have spots that move. It seems the popcorn swarm somehow have organized to the point where they can pilot this corpse to move around the Revelia.
Oh no, they unionized.
They did.
Yeah, kill it.
I guess the best
That look
comparison
at
is
the party.
an ant in a hill if that hill was mobile.
Ant in a hill, the hill was mobile. I love that.
I just think of the swarm of ants from Rick and Morty.
I'll
Oh yeah, ants man.
I'll take a point. Red's banged up. You're Argyle, you're out. I'm gonna take a knee and watch from the shadows and just gesture for Snack to also kneel.
I will
Look.
kneel.
Look there. That creature. It looks like those popcorn creatures are puppeting it somehow. Don't engage. I know how you feel about it.
Lovely.
Look at the horrible thing in its natural habitat.
Watch its moves. See how it walks. When they go to the horizon, we'll make our move.
Snack nuts.
When it gurgles, it goes ahead and rushes out a cloud of popcorn. Keep that in mind if we ever have to engage such a thing. Sides or back.
Also notice while you're in the shadows, the creature, the corn slob, as you've heard announced by the thralls as they panic and try to pull their young buddy away, leaves a buttery trail behind it. Like a yellow fluid leaks from its pores that smells a lot like popcorn butter, which seems to act as a sort of oil slick.
You know,
Is it?
I never liked popcorn to begin with.
Is it? Is it pee?
I don't know.
It's too viscous. It looks like a snail.
It can hold its liquid.
Regardless, it looks slick.
God, it hurts to laugh.
Also, all side eye Snack. If you engaged in melee, I'd go ahead and watch your footing. Maybe the back would not be, or maybe a back would not be the best thing.
I'm not getting nowhere close to that thing. I'm fighting for distance. Fuck that.
I'm the same way. He says he makes a arcane gesture. Okay, let's keep moving.
You manage, sure enough, to get around that nightmare of a fight. That's the clown's problem. Did you want to stop by the Lost and Found while you're here to give a report to Locke?
After everyone's recovered,
In the
I
morning,
feel that'd be
please.
best.
That's fair.
Like Argyle's just like, if anyone's even mentioned that, no, not right now, please.
Understandable. I think we should all rest as one in the sweet suite right now.
Yes.
Music to my ears.
And other than that, you sure enough make it without incident to the hostel. Ramona greets you once again. Familiar territory, sights and sounds. How can I help you all tonight? Ready to rest up from the fun and excitement in the Revelia?
The sweet, sweet, please.
Of course. My usual lodging, if you will.
Absolutely. She writes some things down and hands you each the candy cane that acts as the doorknob to the sweet suite. And you are all free to head over there.
Can I see what she wrote down?
You could do a perception check. I realized I have Kardec and Sasha here. Whoops.
Passive 17, but 21.
Passive 21.
Funny number.
Or 22.
Argyle just does not give a shit right now.
She's just writing down, it's a basic guest ledger, who's staying in what room, so she can keep track of everyone and who she has to, if the time comes, push them out of.
Be right back.
Oh, of course. I'll, I won't make mention of it. I'll just take the candy cane and just pat Red on the back. Come on, quick as we can.
All right.
Snack just go hop, and go stand down the
Red will
hallway
be
with
sure
Argyle
to.
on my back.
Question, Draco. How much was a night?
For you, I believe it is 2 tickets per person.
2 tickets. Yep. Red will pay his
Next.
2 red tickets.
Snack grabs your hand. No. Keep your tickets. I pay for everybody.
Well, right. Of course, Mr. Ticket Roll.
He's kind of a treasurer at the moment.
More like Chief Financial Officer.
I'm not sure of that term.
Oh, financiers are
Yeah,
the type
okay.
of that you would see for companies that manage the bank and coin.
You could just call me Don's Candy.
Oh, like that, what's the term? The mark you pointed out to me, in the purple silks back at the material plane.
Yeah. Oh yeah, him. He was a banker for sure.
We'll see familiar blue skies and gray mountains before long, friend.
It will be a welcome sight when we escape this hell.
Of course, of course.
But we still should enjoy our time here, as he just kind of rolls his eyes.
Opening of a door to the
right?
opening of a door to the sweet suite. Snack. Lay Argyle on the darker green grass. The darker the grass is, the softer it is.
Before you properly get in there, you see a door materialize in front of you, and sure enough, out walks Kardak, Sasha, and Estelle. From a door
right.
marked the Tunnel of Maintenance.
That's right. The total. It's
Snack looks like at Kardak with like a deer in headlights as he's carrying Argyle.
What happened?
I'll explain it in full as soon as we get inside the sweet suite.
Don't worry about it. It's not that bad, really. As Red will just kind of look over to Kardak.
He died.
When Karnak hears that, his eyes turn into like that of a viper.
I will make a firm slap on the frame of the candy door. Now, he needs to convalesce. I will explain everything.
I assume we'll, for the sake of brevity,
Rest.
offer our keys to gain access to the sweet suite.
Yep, one after another, you open the door, hop on in, and find yourselves in the familiar, calming, candy-scented sweet suite.
The deeper green, like I said, the deeper green the grass, the more cushiony it is. The softer it is, and the more it can go ahead and absorb his shocks.
I will go ahead and set Argyle down right here.
I'll take a gesture over to Kardak, and I'll take some steps. Closer to the light of the house.
Where the heck did Argyle just go?
I was trying to see what he was talking about right here, but I was like,
Oh, Draco, I can't see. I can't see our map, by the way. It's just a black screen for me.
That's strange. Hold on.
That is strange.
I can see it just fine, which is weird.
Let me try something out.
You probably didn't update the token on this layer.
I might not have updated your token properly. So let me go back to dynamic lighting. Obviously, you have vision. You have night vision of 60 feet.
Let me see. Yep.
And did we go for a darker green or light green for your night vision?
It says you discern colors in that darkness only as shades of gray.
Oh, I know, but I like coloring everyone's dark vision just for uniqueness sake.
Oh, do that mint green.
All right. Okay, that's easy enough. And that should... Well, that didn't do it because I didn't get rid of transparent. Let's try that one more time. Do. Come on, work with me here, roll 20.
Por favor.
Just need you to cooperate. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Alright, and you should now have proper vision. Did anyone else have a problem with vision on their token?
Nope.
Nope.
Alright, so...
I'm good.
Yeah,
so I'll stand by these more luminescent, I don't know if these are mushrooms or rocks.
They're mushrooms. Candy-coated, cotton candy-smelling mushrooms.
I'll wave over to Kardak. I'll tell you. He'll be fine. I assure you.
What? What happened to my cousin?
We fought Cicero, and Cicero's attack ripped the life force out of him. With a diamond I procured, I was able to go ahead and redirect that life force back into him. The offending party is destroyed.
I killed him dead. I was pissed off.
He wanted to go out in one more grand show, as the former master of ceremonies would have wanted, as he just kind of gives a half sarcastic, half dramatic flourish.
His story was lamentable, but we gleaned many secrets about Heckna that are very useful to us. He just wanted release and one final show. But Cicero's attack did lay him low. As I said, it ripped the life force out of his body, which would have been a terminal end had it not been for a diamond that I kept on me for just such an emergency. With that diamond, I was able to redirect the life force back over to him. It's a prayer taught to me by Titania.
And with that, you have brother our friend good as new, as he just kind of bullshits over to the pitiful state of Argyle.
Argyle's family life flopped over on the ground.
Y'all are gonna see Argyle lower his head.
Kardak lowers
And then-
it, right?
Yeah, Kardak. You're gonna see Kardak lower his head and fall to his knees. And this is clearly directed at Watcher. Thank you for saving my cousin.
Argyle is gonna look over to everybody.
I owe you for this more than you know.
Then aid us in our quest. As I said, your cousin was under my protection the entire time. So long as I live. So long as we go ahead and work toward this endeavor. As a courtier of the Midsummer Court, I could offer no finer boon. Of course, that extends to you. And I would also be curious as to what you discovered in that tunnel. Were there any secrets of your own to glean?
There were... Seems to be trying to wrap his head around everything that happened while he was gone, and just...
Argyle looking over to him. Focus on the task at hand.
You shut up and rest.
Argyle, please don't argue right now. You just had your life force expelled and redirected back into you. It's a traumatic experience and could cause atrophy if you don't rest.
Fair enough.
Draco,
Mm-hmm.
did I find that one item that we talked about?
You did indeed.
You'll see Kardak reach into one of the many pouches that he has on him and pull out a rather peculiar looking key. I managed to acquire this for when the time comes. It'll give you access to the funhouse.
It's another funhouse key, or is it the funhouse key?
Looking at it, it looks like one of the keys you've already found, except this one has a big top as the key's head. Funnily enough.
That one must be the main one. Well done, Kardak. I commend you. Oh, are you yourself uninjured?
I'm fine. I had Estelle and Sasha with me. Should anything have gotten troublesome.
I trust you, Kardak. You can go ahead and keep that key on you. When the time comes, I'm sure we'll need it. We're all convalescing right now. One of the tricks that we need is we need to go ahead and fight. We need to go ahead and fight and destroy two things that are bound to Heckna. Myrmidon and... Yes, his pets. Myrmidon and... Draco, what was the other one?
Snout.
And Snout. Snout is apparently in a good corner, which offers him a myriad of benefits, while Myrmidon is in the naughty corner, which goes ahead and avails him not.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a prime time to go ahead and target and destroy Myrmidon. Lord and Lady, and all of the Feywild willing, that would definitely go ahead and throw yet another wrench into Heckna.
Well, they most certainly will. But as far as this key goes, I strongly advise one of you take it.
Very well. Leave it with me. I'll hold my hand up.
He places the key in his hand.
He'll...
And when he does, he firmly grasps Watcher's hand, not saying anything, but it's definitely a grip of someone who is very, how should I say?
Like a warrior's handshake.
Shaken?
You can tell by the way he grips your hand, Watcher, his emotions are high, and he can't find the words of how thankful he is for what you've done.
A Watcher will look at you, and he looks a lot different. His hair is a lot more like a shiny blonde, whereas before, like, you know, he woke up and he looked like a completely different fairy. And he has this radiant green energy about him. Just little trickles here and there. And you'll see him with these gentle, glowing green eyes just give you a soft smile and an invisible gesture over to, like a head tilt, over to Argyle. Go be with him.
Kardak's gonna walk over. Come on.
I'll lean over, still just convalescent, and just hold the key over to Red. Could be the master key. You know these better than I do.
Oh. A master key, a skeleton key.
The only reason my guess is the master key is just at this point, knowing Heckna's arrogance, a big top would probably signify that. If
Being
not,
one of the tallest.
What information would I have in regards to the key, Draco?
You found it just sort of dropped in the middle of the floor as you were walking by. You almost tripped on it, and you heard a clinking when your foot stepped against it. It seems as though
but in
whoever
regards
was
to,
going
like,
through the tunnels must have dropped it, either in haste or just carelessness. You can't be sure.
Okay, but would I know that this would be something along the lines of master key or just a key?
Just a key. You wouldn't have any real way to know what it goes to.
Okay. So as far as with my knowledge, it's just a key to the funhouse. Got it.
Yeah.
it may just lead to another room like the others, but what if it doesn't?
Well, we won't know until we use it, I suppose, but... Although I have to say, good on Kardec. At least his mission was successful as well as ours.
Absolutely. And morose as it is, I think this situation has opened his eyes, so to speak. I'm glad.
As Red's just kind of looking over as he's watching Kardec make his way over to Argal for their moment, he'll just cup his thumb and index finger onto his chin as he just kind of watches. He is rather fortunate.
A bond between family is not too unlike a bond between Eladrins. It's something gentle and tangible, yet very significant to the soul of a person.
Quite.
Speaking of souls, let's turn to bodies. You look battered. Do you still need some healing?
I'll be fine. I've barely got a scratch on me, as in spite of what he's saying, he's banged up a little bit, but I'll sleep it off.
Can I just say as well, as far as your attire is concerned, at this point, perhaps some kind of carmine red may actually suit you in the long run.
Well, I've always looked distinguished wearing this my current attire. If you don't account for, as a kind of lift down like the collar of his shirt, and you see that disgusting red or that disgusting color studded leather armor that he was bestowed upon.
Nothing a little bit of earth and moss couldn't fix.
That does go well with red, I'll admit. Although
I'll glean over its neck. In the morning, when we go ahead and give a progress report to Locke, could I rely on you on procuring another diamond for me?
Gotcha, boss man.
Thank you very much. I'm very glad that Oberon got the message. I'm starting to feel like myself again, which is... it's relieving. Lilith, are you okay?
I'm managing.
Well, come, talk to me.
Yeah, you took quite a few beatings back there, I'll admit.
More mental beatings than physical.
Well?
Seeing one hit just immediately put down Argyle was a little jarring.
I understand.
And if that's how strong Cicero is, imagine how strong it will be once we finally go up against Heckna.
Oh,
Then we need to just build our strength and go ahead and construct protective measures.
I would never let that happen again.
I'm in the same boat.
There is a fey phrase among the courts. You being a bard, I don't know if you've heard of it before. Tragedy leads to understanding. Are you familiar?
Would this be something that I would have heard of?
I'd say yeah, that's probably a turn of phrase that you've heard before.
Does ring a bell, yes.
When a fey's tale ends, we don't have lives, so to speak, more than stories. Our lifespans are much different. We're much more alien than others, I suppose. So we call them stories. We have our roles and our places, such as my role and place as a courtier and a watcher. But when someone's story ends, or rather to say someone witnesses something that is akin to that, it leads to an understanding of a situation in which to say wisdom is born out of it. What can we do? What should we do? How did they live? How did they perish? What can we glean from these? And how can we move forward with these? Such a phrase can help us with grief. Such a phrase can help us with learning. Such a phrase can help us with a myriad of other situations. Being a creature of passion, I understand that such a situation may go ahead and unsettle you. And a display of such power, even to myself, is also unheard of. But I will say this. Just because they're strong doesn't mean that you've reached the ceiling of your own power. Your tale is not yet over, is it not?
Not by a long shot.
In which case, there are many crests and valleys within your story. Right now, you could be in a valley. And with the help of the people around you, myself included, you can walk yourself toward a peak, and even a crescendo of your power.
Lilith will not actually kind of pull out the pan flute that's been around her neck. My mother made this for me way back when I was younger. I haven't seen or talked to her in a very long time. Ever since she kinda rolls her eyes a little bit. Ever since I ran away from my home village.
Your mother, you've told me about the origin of that instrument. Elven, correct?
Yes, my old village was primarily elven. Imagine a tiefling child being born in an entire village full of elves, you can kind of figure why I left.
I understand. And I can understand differences would definitely be, at least in the material plane, I understand placements and casts and systems and perceptions. Feywild, not so. Everyone is Seelie or unseelie. Think of it like two casts collaborating in a massive play. And Heckna is an unwelcome participant in that opera.
Spending the majority of my adolescence trying to figure out exactly who I was quite the journey, and it's part of the reason why I ended up becoming a bard, because my talents were, shall we say, most fitting for it.
That right there, I nudge Red with with my elbow. That right there is exactly why I like the material plane so much. It's not unbeholden for some of us to take an interest in the planes, whether through intrigues or what have you. But that right there, what you just said, choice, option, that's something I like about all of you.
Yes.
Our stories, as he points a hand to his chest, are written out for us. The book has already been written. We're merely just, if anything, a paragraph in that massive atlas. But all of you are blank pages, and your actions continuously write themselves.
That is true.
It's intriguing.
Oftentimes, we can write out our own stories, whether it be through our actions, or if we're not satisfied with our own lots, we can rip out everything that's offending and just start over again.
A new book.
A new book, exactly.
That just reminds me of what the elder in my village always says. The past is a lesson. The future is always...
Indeed it is.
But the time of is cherished.
To go back to what you said beforehand, Lilith, your mother, the elven woman, our wayward kin, what could you tell us about them?
She was a healer, I guess you could say. Majority of the people in my village were either musicians, healers, or druids. They all had that connection with nature, if you understand what I mean.
Oh, I understand all too well.
I tried at some point, after I had left, I tried to look into possibly investing in that type of a field, but every single time my mind just kept coming back to music. That's not to say that music can't heal, but
It's somewhat of a holy thing where I'm from. You can't have plays without music.
that is true. It's funny. She kind of takes a bit of a breath. If you all had met me around half a decade ago, I'd probably be vehemently on a search for the cause of all this. She kind of mentions to herself my father, but I managed to take care of that. It wasn't what I expected, to be sure, but in a weird twist of fate, he ended up actually making sense. One thing that he told me that I guess I've tried to live live by, which some people have disagreed with, some people haven't. The world doesn't know you a thing, and by that consequence, your job is to go out there and make them give you what you want.
Nature is something that must be tended to. And in the same breath, nature is also something to go ahead and be cautious of. To go ahead and take the resources that you seek, you must also go ahead and think of a long game. But I applaud you for your journey so far. And if it took that to scare you, by which I mean the recent encounter we had, then I can say with absolute certainty I don't think there's much more in the plains, or at least the plane I'm from, that could truly go ahead and frighten you. I am serious when I do say this. I would think if your story was rewritten by whatever pen of fate holds us all, you would have made a very fine fae. As I said, you remind me of the Queen of Air and Darkness, at least of some kind. Your words and actions especially. She's not someone we outwardly despise. Rather, it's another player on the board. It's another actor in the play we all participate in.
Maybe when we're back in the material world, I might have to take a look. I might have to look into that.
Well, at least we have somebody who would show us around as Red just kind of nudges Watcher.
Well, at least you all got somebody to go back to.
Well, Snack. Red's just gonna saunter over to Snack as he says that. Truth be told, after the encounter with your sister, I've had some time to ponder about it. I know it kind of pains you after your home where you came from, and the lot that you've been cast with this, as he just kind of looks around. But if it's any consolation to you, honestly, you've been more like a brother to me than, well, considering I have no siblings, you're probably the closest one I've got, aside from him, as he points over his shoulder to Watcher.
And to think, all it took was for you to go ahead and be tied up in kind of a small fray of the plains by a Fomorian.
I still think that might be the only thing that might scare Lilith, though.
Oh, they can be reasoned with.
Can be, but at the
Sometimes.
same time, they have been known to rob the beauty from people.
You guys gonna make me cry.
Speaking of family, I think, honestly, as much as we're having fun with this, I think this is actually a good time to cut back over to the cousins over there. I feel like they
Absolutely.
need their moment.
As
Argyle
I'm
and-
assuaging everyone.
Argyle has turned himself over to where he's lying on his back now, and he's just been listening to this. And he goes,
Hardek's been removing his armor pieces just so he can take a look at him.
well, you know how I feel, or felt, be able to fight you for a month and a half. Like he's laughing, but he's also like he's laughing but coughing as well. Yeah.
You'll look in his eyes, and you'll actually see a tear fall from them down the corner in his cheek. I would not be able to forgive myself if, because of me, you would not return home.
Like, it's feeling is mutual. All I can say is that remind me to get one of my diamonds for Watcher when we get out of this. I feel I owe him at least that. I don't know if, like, if you guys hear that, oh no, but
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be I'm gonna be DeVry Jewelers after this, guys. It's gonna be great.
oh, see, you got something in that little detour you went.
Something that'll help you all in the end.
Something that will help us. You like it or not, my friend, you are a part of this just as much as we are now.
Right. Us.
Oh. Your father and Dad used to tell us that dying in a battle was the most worthy cause of death a dragon could get.
Dying in an honorable battle. Yes. Dying for something stupid, like someone's pride. No.
Yeah. That's why I'm glad I'm still able to joke about this now. For what they say, by the way. You can hear everything. I heard everyone yelling my name. Freaking out over the thought of losing me, and, well, glad to know that I made an impact. I'm just glad I was able to see it through.
Well, when we make it out of this, I can say, cousin, I'll put in a good word to have you known as the Arisen.
Stop it, yo. Maybe go from a blue scale to a red scale.
Argyle the Arisen. What do you think of that, cousin?
Has a nice ring to it.
Shut up and rest. As he places his hand over your mouth to shut you up. Playfully, of course.
No, and that was playfully as well. Like, he actually, he feels you just barely touch him, but he still does that.
I will add, now that Argyle's armor is properly off, Kardec, you do notice about on his shoulders there are some very clearly defined black marks in the shape of hands. Supposedly, you can glean that is where Cicero touched him and pulled the life straight out of his body.
You're lucky you're dead already.
And I think with that, that's a good place for everyone to get their full rest. All of your spell slots are back, your health is all back up to full, and you're ready for whatever the Revelia will bring your way.
Above game,
Also,
we're all
yeah.
leveled up.
Yes, we are.
Exactly. You're all
I'm
now
sitting
comfortably at
I'm-
7.
I'm sitting pretty at 45 HP.
I got 57.
How much health does Red have now?
And
49. I rolled for max last session or last.
Nice.
like I told you, Draco, however you want to play what I just rolled into, I will abide by either way.
It's true. As you're getting up, I believe is when you grab your scimitar, you hear a voice in the back of your head. Hello! Hello, can you finally hear me?
Said that.
Who hears that? Do we all hear that?
No,
No, I
it's
think
just
it's just-
Argyle hearing
just
in the
Argyle.
back of his head. We
Oh.
could move temporarily for this scene into the Showtime room, and we will come back once Argyle figures things out and maybe tells everybody about his new weapon.
So me and you
Sick.
do Showtime.
So, Daluna, if you will join me in the Showtime room for just a moment.
Everyone, I'm gonna be with my back.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
Hello, can you hear me? God, this is taking forever.
yeah, I know for a fact now that me dying knocked something there.
No, it didn't. Oh my. Oh, finally you can hear me. Oh, jeez, you have no idea how frustrating it is to be thrown around by someone and they don't have the courtesy to even say hello.
Can I above game? Can I roll to see if Argyle knows about warlocks and about cursed weapons?
Absolutely. That'd be an Arcana for sure.
At 11.
It's not unheard of that maybe a sword could talk to you, but what's more likely in this situation is you're losing your mind. Which, I mean, in here, makes sense.
You know, back being in this place for God knows how long makes sense. I was starting to go crazy.
Oh, jeez, God, this is gonna take forever. Alright, listen. You recall that you killed a man for your sword?
Oh,
One
yeah.
Geno Grimlock, as it were?
Yeah, you're old owner, right?
Yes, well, he and I had a deal. He would kill people, I would get energy from it, I would give him magic. But unfortunately, you've killed my previous contractor, and now I'm at a bit of a loss, aren't I? I can't communicate with anyone. Except for you now, who's been wielding and finally attuned to me. Do you have any idea what it's like to be in a room full of people and no one can talk to you? In a sea of nothing but company, but totally isolated? That's been my past few... Time's so fucking complicated here. Days?
Well,
Hours?
well, think it's been about 2 days since I picked you up.
Right.
Dude, I guess now. 'Cause
And finally, you can hear me. Thank goodness.
So I guess well, I'm sure you know what I just went through. So I'm a little sore still, but what now?
Well, given that you can now understand me and we're having a nice conversation together, would you like to take Geno's place? As it were, I'll give you some magic. You'll kill people with me. You're already using me as it is. You might as well take the deal. Why not get something a little extra out of it?
Simple as that.
Simple as that? Look, I'm not a fairy or a demon or, well, devil, I suppose, or some sort of being from beyond the stars. I'm a sword. I have simple wants and needs. I want to be used. I enjoy being used for slaughter. It's a very simple contract.
Work on your aim, or work on your ability to hit things, and we'll be able to pay this official relationship at all.
I was going to say, I mean, can only do where I'm swung at. It's up to you to guide me. But I do hit hard after all.
Oh, very well then. Might as well. Just don't get offended if I use this. He pulls out his long sword.
We've only
Gift
started
from my
our
father, you know?
relationship, and you're already cheating on me. How dare?
Technically, you're the new one, you're the new one in the relationship. This was a gift given when I came of age. Known this sword longer than you.
I see. I'm only the second fiddle. Tragic. After being one man's one and only. Well, we do what we can, I suppose. Anyway, you probably should address your friends. We've just sort of been sitting here with you staring at me for a while. They're probably a little concerned. And with that, let's head on back to the green room. Hello, hello. Oh, wait. Shit.
Conversation.
Hello, hello.
Oh yeah. If my suspicions are correct,
Okay.
this will be fun.
I'm just gonna say it above game. He's just a sword that wants to kill people. That's all. His ideals are very simple. So you know what? I think I can abide by them.
You accept the terms and conditions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he literally like, I want you to stab people with me. Can you do that? Yes. Okay.
All right, Masamune.
It's a very easy deal.
Yeah.
I'll even share. He
Was
even
it
said.
Masamune or Muramasa?
Muramasa is the one that one.
Yeah, it's weird because they get switched
Oh, yeah,
back and
Muramasa.
forth sometimes in certain games, which is annoying, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, I think it is Muramasa is the one I'm thinking of, because Masamune was supposed to be the opposite. Is supposed thought
Yeah, it
of
was
as
supposed
the
to be the
opposite,
good sword.
Yeah.
quote unquote.
But yeah, I'll even share that little bit of dialogue I shared with Karnak. Look, I'm not a fairy or a devil or some being from beyond the stars. I'm just a fucking sword, man. How complicated do I have to make this for you?
He'll give me magic if I stab things.
Okay.
That's what he
Alrighty.
said. That's exactly what he said.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me the closest thing to a dragon to go ahead and kill
attack
things, which is what a dragon was to protect the territory? Yeah, absolutely. Let's do this. Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
It's a
let's be honest. Like,
win-win.
if there was any version of a deity or of a patron that Argon would go for, it's something that simple. He is not the smartest man in the world.
A devil shows up. Here, I'd like to give you an offer. I don't know. This is a really big contract, man.
I don't know. I can't read.
Hey, I can read.
I can't read this. This is too much reading.
It's just
I don't
around like
wanna read
paragraph
legalese.
317. I'm starting to get low on like concentration here. What does this say?
Anyway, shall we press on to the actual or what's in character?
Yes.
So
Meanwhile, Watcher reads the contract. He's like, "That's cool." Anyway, counter offer. That devil's just so fucking. He's like, I don't know what happened. He gave me a counter offer, and I somehow have this fucking gift card to Panera Bread. I don't know what this is.
Watcher sitting in the corner. Okay, look, I know the sword is very simple, but Titania is right outside after Oberon. I mean, you can make a deal with either one. Just throwing that out there.
You gotta give me something to work with, man. This is. Oh man, busting my balls here, man. I mean, what else could we do?
Above game. Funny enough, I was curious as to whether or not you, Rabbit, would have ran with the fact that Kardak says he owes you one, being that you are a Fae.
Smile.
He owes me what you call a life debt. Because the man that he serves me now.
I'm a
Kyle, is it true that you serve decent? He said,
I'm a fairy. I'm not gonna outwardly say, yes, this is the favor. I'm just gonna go ahead and just simply do this, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just continue on my way.
Watcher
That's a
pulls out a
perfect pickup.
notebook, scribbles something down, closes the notebook. Good to know. Good to know.
Become a Fae warlock under Titania's rule.
No, it's basically gonna be like, you do architecture, right? Yeah. All that, just point at the ruins of the Revelia. You're gonna help them clear that.
kind of opposite of what I normally do, but okay.
First,
Thumb
order
and
sieges.
forefinger, you can build anything you want, but you thumb and forefinger any piece of iron you find, you throw that right out.
Just throw it in the forge, melt it to goo, and leave it somewhere out of here.
Exactly.
Or, refine it into steel.
Refine it into steel so we can touch it. I know we have a weird thing, but then again, vampires count rice if you throw it at them. So, it's... Is it really that weird?
Wait, hold up, what?
So yes,
Yeah,
in
that's not
Sanji, if you throw just like a pound of rice on the ground, they have to bend down and count every fucking grain of rice, because that is a thing in that culture, apparently.
Why do you think they
Which
made the count?
vampire is this?
The
Every
Jinasanji.
vampire.
No, I think it's specifically the Chinese vampire that you can
I was
throw
gonna
rice
say,
in
like,
at.
why do you think that they made the count a vampire? He likes to count things.
I never thought of that.
I didn't think of
He
that
likes
either.
to count things. He has to.
I always thought that, vampires were usually nobles. Counts is a noble, and it was just a funny play on the fact that he's counting. This is the first time I'm hearing of the rice.
Yeah. So, funny thing about the Jinasanji, or not Jinasanji, I think I'm mixing that with something else. The Chinese vampire, I'm forgetting the name exactly.
Yeah, the hopping vampire.
The hopping one.
Yeah,
Jiangxi. That's what. You know what I'm confusing with? There was a video long ago on YouTube where there was this ghost that was smacking a guy with a spoon, and that was called the Jinasanji. And it sounds like vaguely similar.
Yeah, I remember that.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
I don't know
The
why
spoon ghost.
that fucking popped into my head instead of the actual name of the Chinese vampire, but here we are. Watch out for spoon wraiths.
Alright, so getting back to that at hand, so I'm assuming that at this point Argyle notices as the sword told him. Yeah, everyone's just probably staring at him by now, just looking at the sword.
Mm-hmm. You've all
Wait,
watched
is it
his
a different
archive-
sword now?
No, it's the one he got from Geno. The scimitar he's been using for a little bit. You've all just been watching him stare at this scimitar, not making any sound for a few minutes.
Sometimes with such a ritual, it wouldn't be unheard of for somebody to fixate on something once they have their faculties back.
Oh, that's not it. How do I... So... Snack... Remember your sister's husband?
Yeah, I do.
Apparently he was a warlock because he had a deal with this sword that if he killed people with it, the sword would give him magic. And now it's attuned itself to me, and now he offered me that same deal.
You also hear in the back
That
of your
explains
mind,
a lot.
Argyle, tell them no hard feelings from me. I mean,
Sword
I did
says
do
no
remember.
hard feelings. It's gonna be weird to say.
That gives you a thumbs up.
Like, Argyle just looks down at the sword. What do I call you, by the way?
Ah. Yes, give me one hot second as I look up drow names.
What's dragon for fucking destroyer?
It is rather unintelligent of one to have hatred towards a weapon when it is used for its intended purpose.
Yeah, that's why I immediately picked it up and started using it. Apparently, he's been trying to talk to me this entire time, and either I'm just going insane, or just me dying actually gave him enough time to get attuned to my thoughts.
Well, perhaps it was some blood that you offered as the life was being drained out of you. Perhaps it decided to look favorably on you. Yes, Red just kind of acts anti-grandiose.
I'm gonna post this in the Roll20 because Undercommon is hard. Nest Kitanos, I believe.
That's Katanos.
Nest is what he's saying his name is. Look, no offense. I'm just gonna call you Nest.
Fair enough. Does anybody speak Undercommon?
Nope. I speak Common, Elf, Sylvan, Celestial, and also Gobbledygook, so I can talk with some of these people.
He's actually gonna ask, do you happen to speak any other language other... Oh, Snack does.
Ah,
That makes sense, actually, for you.
Snack, his name
I was
is
gonna say,
literally...
that's a drow.
Yeah, if anyone would, Snack probably would. Snack, his name literally translates to Manslayer. It sounds less cool than Nest Katanas, but, that is what it be.
Hold on. I'm going to quickly look this up now.
I found this drowish translator that I'm using for this sole purpose. Hold on, let me slide back on into here, and I will give y'all the link to my translator I found.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm looking at. I did the same thing for Draconic, or for Common Draconic.
Ah. I wish there was a gobbledygook translator like this. I have to work through the gobbledygook section to properly find all the translations I need. But, got a quick question for everybody. What is the plan once you finally do leave the hostel? Are you going to stay here and test out your new key first, or just go straight to the naughty... or rather, go straight to the Lost and Found for the report, and then to the Naughty Corner?
I think, yeah, go to Locke. go to the Lost and Found, procure supplies, and then make our way to the naughty corner.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So let us go to the world map once again. Oh yeah, I need to change. I keep forgetting that it's set to a very specific song right now. So let's change that to Full Moon, because the moon is full. You get the feeling looking at it that Heckna thinks he's doing pretty good right now against you all, considering he now has 3 items and you have 1.
We have 2 items.
Oh, you're right, you have 2 items. So I stand corrected. He has 3 items, you have 2. He does have the advantage. The moon radiates a smug aura. It's the best way to put it.
Great, now I'm thinking of the moon, but with the Mario 3 sun look, and except angry, it just looks... It has the cat face.
Yes, exactly.
Or I'm thinking of the moon from Soul Eater.
That's a good
Ah,
one.
ah, ah,
Yes.
ah.
Rabbit posted the exact face I was thinking of.
Yes. The full moon, but with that face.
What a dork.
I'm just gonna share that with chat really quick so they can be in on the joke.
No, not that face, Oshi. Not yet.
Oh, that's a
That will come
download,
later.
Damn it. I wanted the link to it, but I didn't want it to be downloaded. Oh well.
So, I just looked this up. Manslayer in Draconic is Nept Me Asa. Nepias. I think. Pardon me, if anybody who actually knows how to speak Draconic, my pronunciation is probably not the best.
Yeah. All you Draconic speakers
give me a
out
second.
there, we apologize.
Hey. You joke, but there are people that are fluent in Klingon.
I mean,
and Romulan.
Yeah.
Can you put it in chat? Daluna?
Yeah, let's do that.
He's gonna have to copy and paste it.
And which chat are it?
But,
Put it in the general chat for the
Neptmias.
Nemias.
yes.
Neptmias, yeah.
Yes.
But you make your way to the Lost and Found. No incident because it's so close, and you all still have your mounts, which makes the trip significantly faster, and you hear the bell go off as you walk in. Ah, you're back. How did it go at the Tunnel of Love? I hear that the heart has collapsed, so success?
Heckna got there before us and the chair was removed. But Cicero was there. We spoke with him. We gave him the release of death. In exchange, he gave us many secrets about Heckna.
Uh-oh. I think you cut out there, Rabbit.
Where'd you lose me?
Are you there? Am I there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you.
I can hear you, Rabbit.
Yeah, I've been able to hear you.
Yeah,
Oh.
the whole
That
thing.
was weird.
Must
like, for
must
a
been
bit,
one of
you just
those
completely
one of
cut
those
out on
small
my
town
end.
hiccups.
Yeah. It's funny because I heard the entire
Hold
thing,
on.
but
Yeah, I did too.
We gave Cicero the release of death. It's what he wanted. In exchange, he gave us many secrets about Heckna.
Alright.
He also told us the means to his demise.
I see. Should... He pauses for a moment. Should I call our mutual friend here, or do we want to still keep it on the down low, side-eyeing at Kardak for the time being?
One
I
thing
think
clear, he is with us. You don't have
he's
to
with
try
us.
it.
He's paying attention clear. He's fine. You can I think Karda could be brought into the loop for this.
All right.
He's fully allied with us.
I'll trust your judgment, but
Of
with
course.
reservations, this has bitten us in the butt before, but I will summon our mutual acquaintance to get the next bit of this underway.
How much for a diamond?
Well, it depends on if I have it. One moment, please, and you'll dig around. What level
Please
is
have a
this
diamond,
spell
please have a
again?
diamond.
$1,000 gold piece diamond.
Oh, 500. So it counts as a
500.
third
Yeah,
level spell.
it's third level
component.
spell.
Okay.
It's third level.
So that
So.
would be-
Sorry, I was thinking of the
let's see. That is.
thinking of almost true resurrection. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have one at the moment, but if I get one in stock before too long, I'll let you know.
Of course.
Nah, I cast an upset face. Look on his face.
Don't worry, we might be able to find one out in the field.
But let me get our friend here, and he pulls out his marionette and hits the button on it, and after a few minutes, in walks the toy maker and Stefano, who looks surprised to see Kardak here at first, and he starts signing, and Stefano translates. I see Kardak is here. Are we finally letting him properly into the fold, or is this a...
Yes.
He fully is integrated into the fold. Yes.
Okay, so we probably already answered this for Locke, but how did the tunnel excursion go?
Heckna arrived seconds before we encountered Cicero. He took the chair with him. But Cicero was there. We spoke with him at length. He wanted us to give him the release of death, and in exchange he gave us many secrets about Heckna, including the methods in which to defeat him.
And one of us died.
Argyle did perish in... Argyle did indeed perish. It was because of a diamond I kept with me. I was able to go ahead and redirect his life force back into his body.
Oh, good. It's good to hear that we didn't lose Argyle for too long. Fortunate he had to pass, of course, you understand. This does complicate things. However, if we look on this on a positive side, 3 of the items that we need are now in the funhouse. They might not be together, but they are there, which will make it easier when you finally do get in there.
Speaking of items that we did, Argyle looks over, like, who has the thingamabob, or
Thingamajig, and you
or
do.
thingamajig? Huh?
Kardak.
I was gonna say Kardak, if you will.
I thought I handed that over already.
I think Argyle was the one that had the
Or-
thingamajig.
Yeah, you have it, buddy.
Oh, I do have it. Okay. He pulls out the thingamajig.
Ah, excellent. He looks at you. Give me just a moment and I'll get this fitted so you can properly use it. But I can explain for you what it does
That'd be nice.
as I do so. So let me show you all what the thingamajig do. He's going to fit it so it's like an amulet for the time being. You'll have to give that back to the train once it's needed, but it is a magical device of whirring cogs and gears that has been disguised in appearance to look like an unassuming amulet. When you are hit by an attack and take damage while wearing it, the thingamajig will absorb some of the energy of the attack and store it for later use. The thingamajig stores half the total damage done to you between the end of your turn and the start of your next turn. During your turn, on a successful melee or ranged attack, you can unleash this stored energy as lightning damage. Once used, this property can't be used again until next dawn, or since we're in the Revelia, next long rest, just to make this easier. Because again, how are you going to tell when it's dawn when the moon is always out?
Right.
Yeah.
So once
I know,
per
we just had the discussion a little bit ago
Yeah.
today.
welcome to Alaska at the end of the winter. Anyway,
Yep.
Exactly.
so we're gonna basically play it as once per long rest. He can basically unleash the same type of energy like the Black Panther suit does, where it's like all the kinetic energy just gets flung out at the person being attacked.
Well, it's on a successful melee or range attack, so it'll, I guess in a sense, but it'll like charge up on you and then to the sword and then unleash.
Why didn't we get this yet last or before we went to go Cicero? This would have been so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have.
I was gonna say,
I was
it
thinking about
sounds
that
kind
the
of
whole
like
time.
I was gonna say it sounds kind of like Iron Man 2, the whip dude.
Kind of, yeah. And I mean, I'd also like to point out, in the description there, it doesn't say there's an upper limit to stored energy. The amulet absorbs some of the energy of the attack and stores it for later use. The thingamajig stores half the total damage done to you between the end of your turn and the start of your next. That's the only limit. So if you're getting dogpiled, in theory that should all stack.
Oh dear God.
Oh boy.
But it's everyone, right? It's not just
Oh no, it's
Argyle's
just
attack?
you. If you attune to it, it is only you. But still, that is damn amazing.
Yeah, I would put that on you.
Yeah,
no,
Argyle gets it. Argyle
you're
gets it.
the
Yeah, Argo gets
you're
it.
the fastball.
I am the tank, so I was definitely gonna use it because this is basically like an extra attack, and y'all know how I like that above games. So fuck yes.
Yes.
It's kind of like
Plus, lightning's
Smite.
your thing. You can dole out the lightning.
True.
Even when I don't deal out the lightning, I'm gonna deal out the lightning.
Thunder Dragon.
It's sort
It's
of
why I
like,
choose blue scale, honestly, because it's so much fun to play with lightning-based attack.
You're just gonna start Palpatine people.
Exactly.
now that I think about it, you'll get this. It's sort of like the thing Andros made for Octavius, except it absorbs all types of attacks and unleashes it only as lightning.
Dear God, it is.
Once he
Pure unlimited power. So long as you don't die.
I'm going to in my head he's going to tell Nest. So hope you don't mind a little tingle every now and then.
Well, we won't know unless we try. We'll see how this goes. And once he hands that to you, alright, it's time for the next location. And the next item. The next thing you're going to be looking for is known as the Yucky Bit. Unfortunately, and I suppose fortunately, depending on how you look at it, the Yucky Bit is inside both of the pets of Heckna. You can get technically 2, because you're going to have to kill both, I believe Cicero would have told you.
Yes.
So it's different depending on which one you kill. You're going to have to... I hope one of you is good at carving up beasts, because it's going to be in there.
Well, good thing we're going to deal with them post haste, actually. Specifically with Myrmidon or whoever is in the naughty corner.
Yes, I believe Myrmidon is still in the naughty corner, and I want to make this clear. Once you take down Myrmidon, it's going to set a chain reaction. Heckna's not going to believe that something like that happened, so things are going to go really hard, really fast from that point on. I believe the blood moon will rise again if you take down Myrmidon. So if
Will
anything,
you two be well defended?
I'm going to try and help you out, as it were. Heckna has surrounded the naughty corner right now with some of Sophie's creations, candelabrons, to try and keep you from getting in there. He thinks it's perfectly guarded. However, each one in the food courts, all of the stands there, have a passage into the naughty corner because it's used as storage as well. You need to decide which one you'll go to, and I'm going to try and distract them for you while all of you sneak in. I feel I need to do a bit more. I've only been here giving information, and this is the closest we've ever gotten. I want to help as best I can, and I can play this off as simple happenstance.
And to be clear, this is Locke saying this, right?
No, Locke is trapped in his wagon. This is Stefano
That's why-
translating for the toy maker.
That's why I wanted to ask, because if it was Locke talking...
No,
like,
no.
huh, yeah, he's stuck here. But it's the toy maker wanting to...
Yeah, the toy maker wants to join you. He won't be... Like, if you get attacked along the way, he'll try to help. Because he's with you, he'll try to help out, but for the most part, he's gonna try and not fight, so it doesn't seem like he's rebelling against Heckna. But he is willing to hold whoever you want to go to, whichever food stand you want to go to, and distract them while you all sneak in.
Oh no, something tells me we should go for the popcorn stand.
I mean,
I think both
one of you.
Snack and Argyle just slowly do the stone turn. No.
Hell no.
Oh, come on.
there are three
That bad.
choices.
Head rotates 90 degrees, you hear the stone grinding. No.
Well, there are
Exactly.
three options. There's Candy's Candy Emporium, there's Felix's Elixirs, and Bab's Meadery. Those are the options we
I
have.
like the candy.
Well,
We do have a
That's
package.
actually-
We do have a package for Babs. At that point, we could ingratiate ourselves and then sneak in. We could say that we
Possibly.
need to put it in storage, and then follow the tunnel that way.
I like that. That's good thinking, Watcher.
Stefano chimes in as the toy maker continues to sign. What I could do is, while you're going back there to place that in, I could engage Babs in conversation to keep her from noticing you're getting into that room that leads into the naughty corner from below.
That's perfect.
Now, like I said, things are about to go off.
What happened to the stream?
Oh no! It's disconnecting and reconnecting. God damn it. Okay, let's see. Make sure everything is okay.
Alright, stream's back,
Alright.
I think.
Okay. I hope that picked it up, because it seemed to like disconnect, reconnect a couple times, but... Okay, we're back?
I should smack it.
Okay, so to recap for chat, the toy maker is telling the party that, hey, listen, shit's about to get real once you take down Myrmidon. Is there anything you want to do in the Revelia before shit goes wild?
Not that I can think of.
Well, so just look at the team. Do we want to do any more games just for the sake of doing them?
Could play some cards at the flop house. That's an option if you think you need more tickets.
I want to do that.
I feel like this is already a big gamble, as Red's just gotta pondering about the situation. I think I'm all in on this. What do you think?
Wait, is there any other place I can get a diamond?
I mean, I'm really the only place that sells that sort of thing, but I suppose you might find something somewhere if you looked.
We could find it out in the field then.
Right, potentially. Oh my goodness.
Well,
I
if that's
wonder-
gonna
Who
look
knows?
good,
Who knows? It's a big storage room.
True. I don't believe they would store that in there, but they could if you're willing to look before or after Myrmidon's fall.
I think that would be. I think that would be for the best then.
Another thing I forgot about that I should probably bring up. So, you guys still have Cicero's jeweled baton if you wanted to look into what that does.
Yes.
Right.
I'll. Who has the baton? Was it me?
Yeah, I think you're the one who grabbed it because you caught Cicero as he was starting to fade.
I'll produce Cicero's baton. He bequeathed this to us. Cicero did. I'm not sure as its function. Would either of you be able to know what this is?
Let me take a look-see at their sheets. Walk. What do you have?
Do either one of them have identity?
What I was gonna say, Kardak would actually look to what's his name? The shop person.
Lock.
Oh, lock.
To Locke. Do you happen to have a pearl?
Let me check. What level spell is Identify?
It's a first level.
Level 1.
Specifically, it's a pearl worth 50 gold pieces that he's looking for.
I got 100.
50, 100 would work too. It needs to be at least 50 gold pieces.
Let me take a look at my sheet here to see. Let's see. That is material. ingredients.
Pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces.
But it is a level 1 spell, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if it is a level 1 spell, that would be... Ah, yes, I actually do have it. It'd be 10 red tickets for it.
Hands him over.
Right, here you go. And you can absolutely take the time before you leave to cast Identify on Cicero's jeweled baton.
You guys will see Kardak pull out some glass, some metal, and some pieces of soft, squishy material, and embed the pearl into what appear to be glasses. And it takes him all of 10 minutes to do so.
Alright, I'll start with the description of our staff. This tarnished ivory-colored wooden stick is bejeweled with rubies. The baton is cone-shaped with the large fist on the thicker end. The baton can be wielded as a simple melee weapon, doing 1d8 bludgeoning damage, and you have +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magical weapon. And now to show you all, this is a legendary item that requires attunement by a bard, a sorcerer, or a warlock. And it gives you, aside from what I just listed, commanding performance. Cicero's jeweled baton has 5 charges. While holding the baton, you can, as an action, put on a show, which takes 1 charge. You make a performance check, which acts as the DC for each creature within 120 feet that can see you. They must use their reaction to make a performance check imitating your performance. If a creature fails the check against the DC set by your performance check by 10 or more, it becomes stunned until the end of its next turn. If you use the last charge, you need to roll a d20. On a 20, the baton gains 1 charge, and you have advantage on your next performance check. On a 1, the baton is destroyed. you get to use the thing Cicero used on all of you at his opening move. If you attune to this.
Kardak's
Yeah,
gonna
no
look
more.
at it.
I had no more
Kardak's
attunement
gonna-
slots.
Well, Kardak's gonna look at it, and then is gonna look to Lilith. I feel as though this is appropriate for a performer such as yourself. Wouldn't you say?
Well, I would say so.
And he's gonna hand it over.
Alright.
And you can certainly spend the time to attune properly to that baton before you set out to the food court.
Now, I'm already attuned to the shoes, and I don't remember, did the accordion require attunement?
It did not. I think you're only attuned to the shoes.
Alright.
So that is your second attunement slot. And I'm going to put the Toymaker on the map with all of you as he's going to join you at the food court for getting supplies at the various stores in the food court before you finally head to Bab's Meadery. And once again, no incidents, thankfully. So, did you want to stop at the stores around here to just get some shopping done beforehand? There is Felix's Elixirs still, and the candy shop if there's anything you want to pick up. Of course, their stocks are in the food court section if you want to look through and see if there's anything that you need.
Ooh.
I think I need to update the fireball shot, because you already know what that does at this point.
Let's see. Does Rad need anything?
Go back.
I think I might need to look into getting some Sody Pop for healing.
There's the midway. And there are the shops. Here they are.
Yeah, I could use a couple more cream soda potions.
Yes.
I could
Yeah.
use 8 cream soda potion as well.
Or how many are there? There.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab a cream soda potion too.
Alright.
May as well load up.
I'm getting 2 of them.
And there.
Knack is going to get a boot of Heckna.
Ah.
Oh, that's right. You're rich.
Dang, it's too long for me to add it in. That's unfortunate. So let me, for the sake of ease, since I don't have Nitro and it's yelling at me that my message is too long with it, I'm just gonna plop in general what the fireball shot does. So now you have that, and the Boot of Heckna, you have no idea what it does because no one has tried it out yet.
Can I use Identify on it?
I mean, yeah, that would
Or
work. Just like with any potion, you could use Identify on and figure out what it does.
Anyway,
then I will take the 10 minutes to ritual cast Identify on it.
Are you doing this in front of Felix, or do you leave and then do the ritual?
I say we
Probably.
leave and do it.
I say we leave.
Yeah, probably wise that we leave and do it.
Alright, so this drink's recipe seems to change on a whim depending on Heckna's move. It is served in a clown boot with a swirly straw. Imbibing the drink gives the character advantage on all ability checks and saving throws. This effect lasts until the character takes a long rest. Hence why it's 100 tickets.
Damn, it's huge.
I am going for boss fight with this one.
Yeah,
save that.
Yeah, amp the fuck up. We're chugging things like a pre-potting before a fucking monster hunter fight.
Absolutely.
Mac is going to fuck everything up.
Oh,
Wallace is
what's
going
this?
to get
Free
5
hit?
of the potions, the cream soda potions.
All right.
I mean, I can get one more if we really need it.
You know what? Red's going to also grab a healing potion. And he's going to swing over to the candy shop and grab a funnel cake.
Ooh.
You know what? Argyle's gonna go with him to the sweet shop or the candy.
How much are cream sodas again?
4 red tickets.
4 red tickets.
4 red tickets.
Snack follows him to the candy shop as fast as he can.
I can get 3.
And in regards to the boots, I do believe someone has one in their inventory they may have squirreled away.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that was
I guess I was wrong.
shot. That was the shot.
No, I have both.
Oh shit.
Wait, you have a
I
boot
stole,
of
I
Heckna
stole a
too?
boot of Heckna and a fireball shot.
Yeah. Remember,
Because I was
you were in
also
the
taking out of the
pantry
storeroom.
Oh
when
yeah,
those
we
were
fucking
there.
robbed that in the storeroom.
Yeah. And Lilith was the one to notice it. None of you noticed her pocket that boot. So someone
Oh,
has
yeah.
it, probably.
Not even Red with his passive perception at 22.
Yeah.
The only person who knows is Watcher, and he hasn't said anything yet.
True.
Gentle surprise.
So
Oh my,
Argyle-
what is? Oh my, Heckna, what is this?
In like
What's
your
the healing?
darkest moment, you're gonna pull out a clown shoe with a swirly straw. And shit's about to get real.
Well, real quick, while everyone's going into the candy shop, Argyle is going to go to the meadery and get 2 corn dogs.
All right. Easy.
Just because, why not?
Yeah, why
On the
not?
race. It's like they're corn dogs. They're just corn dogs.
Totally, just corn dogs. What's the healing factor of the cream sodas again?
They
Same as the normal healing.
Yeah, they're 2d4 plus 4, and if you drink more than 4 at 1 hour, you need to make a con save. On a failure, you're queasy and you have disadvantage on con saving throws for an hour. But
Well, thankfully I've only got 3.
yeah, so you should be
I only
fine.
have 2 because I only have 2 tickets left.
And you know,
I have
a
to
thought
know.
occurs to me.
Yeah,
There's
one-on-one.
something on our list in the candy shop. The chocolate whoopsie. Maybe someone
No.
dropped something in there that you might be looking for. But
Get
I'll
one of
have to
those.
Roll for it.
Get one of those. He's saying hint, hint.
There are 5 red tickets if you want to try
Uh,
and gamble with it.
Hey, Watcher, I have a question.
Yes.
You remember how you found the stick?
Yes.
Do that 4 diamonds in there. And I picked out the Pacific one.
He looks at yes.
Okay, locate object. And I'm going to roll high or low.
I like high.
I rolled a 68. As you look at the chocolate whoopsies, they come in all sorts of weird shapes and sizes, but you notice that one looks kind of round-ish, maybe a bit dodecahedron-like, and your locate objects pings that is indeed a diamond.
Get that one.
Hey, lady, I want that one. I point towards it.
We're hacking the system, boys! Exploits for days!
So, like,
You can't really quit playing about them. We were buying it from her.
funny story about the chocolate whoopsies. They have a set amount of chocolate whoopsies, but I thought about it. Anything can fall into that fucking machine. Theoretically,
Yeah.
I could use this to just give you shit at some random point on sheer random.
Hot damn!
And luckily enough,
Uh-huh.
I rolled just what I needed for you to get a diamond.
Yes.
Go ahead, do it again. You might end up with a snozzling.
True. Could be.
This one's oddly shaped and has something wiggling in it.
No. This one is very, very... This one looks really a lot bigger than the rest of them. It's just... My god, if you just imagine if snout fell into the chocolate, became a chocolate whoopsie.
Oh, don't worry
Sounds
about
like
that,
a little
hon. I'm sure it's
honky.
fine. All sorts of
As you
stuff
watch-
falls in my chocolate fountain. I just sort of put it here for purchase. No worries.
You just
I mean-
hear random jostling noises.
I mean, you guys are just gonna watch Snack just chocolate. And
He just inhales the chocolate like Kirby.
I'm glad I remember about you having that spell.
Hell yeah, I do. I do like stick tricks. All right, now I got a diamond. I can go ahead and. Oh god, what? I can defib one of you.
Like, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want you to ever use that spell on me again.
It's cool. It's cool. I get you.
It's like, I don't want to die. Hold on. I don't want to die.
I don't want to die, man.
That's very
I just
reasonable.
want to ride my motorcycle. Cool.
Before we head to Bab's Meadery for finally going down, I think this is probably a good spot for us to take a quick little break. Stretch
Sounds
our
what I
legs,
mean.
drink our legs.
Real quick, I hope Rabbit especially you got what I was referencing right there.
Yeah, I haven't thought of that in forever, man.
I don't want Bill. I just want to take a ride on my motor.
Man, we're doing all the callbacks, huh? First the Gina Sanji appears, now this.
Like, the better part is, am I called back into the G.I. Joe PSA or to the actual song? It works in both regards.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, the answer for that is just simply yes.
The answer may surprise you. The answer is yes.
Man. I don't want to die.
I'm gonna get up, fill my water, entertain chat while I am gone.
Draco, real quick,
Gotcha.
when you get the chance, check DMs.
Will do.
For those who are still here, what was your favorite G.I. Joe PSA, and why was it body massage?
Who wants to buy a massage?
I don't remember any of them. I've never seen G.I. Joe before.
I
No,
know
I
I've
know what it
seen
is,
them.
but
It's been so long
I
for
know
me, I
I've
can't
seen them. I
remember.
can't remember.
Like, the two that I hear all the time that everyone's like, no, these are the best ones, are body massage and don't give him the stick.
Oh, Snacks, don't give him the stick.
Oh.
The only PSAs I remember growing up from any of those cartoons were actually the Captain Planet ones. And the Sonic Says.
So what these were was like, it wasn't a PSA that came out when we were kids. It was one of those that these guys were like used the old G.I. Joe PSAs and dubbed over them.
Oh, like a Djibouti dub, kinda.
Yeah, like they were like the prerequisite to it. They did like, I think 8 or 9 of them, and the whole time while they're recording, like they're trying to make the other person in the booth not just laugh. Like you could actually, I think there's a couple of them where you could actually hear them breaking live on air.
Oh, man.
I mean, I must do my due diligence now. If you've never seen these, I prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself for the ultimate test.
It's actually, I'm not even kidding. My rate, like if someone ever donated to me on my Twitch, this is what, or like one of these is actually the reaction images.
apparently the development of the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake is actually progressing now.
Woo.
After being stuck in development hell for a couple of years.
That's nice and all, but where the fuck is our Metroid Prime 4?
Yeah, where's Metroid Prime 4? Fuck, where's Prime 2 and 3 remastered? Can I get that on the Switch, Nintendo?
Can that actually just be or can
I'll
you
be
just
honest.
announce?
Go ahead, Daluna.
Let's say, can you just announce that you're making the Switch 2, and then just say, yeah, all the Metroid game is going to be a launch exclusive.
I'll be honest. I think that they probably will re-release Prime 2 and 3 as a lead up to 4.
I mean, it's not that I don't trust them, because it's Retro Studios, and they've earned the fact that, like, yeah, their stuff is awesome.
Their stuff is good. I want it to be good. Take your time. I'm okay with this.
Apparently, like, according to like one rumor I read, that the behind the scenes is the reason it's taking so long for 4 is that they just didn't like the story they were writing out. So they're like, yeah, no, we're gonna scrap this and start over.
You know what?
Good. I'm okay with that.
Now that I think about it, screw that. Where's my new Spyro game?
Now hold on, there's a caveat to this. Do you want it to be Insomniac or do you want it to be Activision? Because I think Activision is who owns Spyro right now.
Yeah, Activision owns Spyro. Technically, Microsoft owns Spyro now.
Mm-hmm.
Technically.
Imagine telling that to your 90s version of yourself. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Microsoft owns Blizzard now.
No, Microsoft owns Spyro and Crash now.
Yeah,
What?
Troll.
I mean, to be fair, Activision's done a really good fucking job with Crash and Spyro since, like, the Insane trilogy came out. The Insane trilogy was insane. Spyro Reignited was absolutely insane. Nitro Fueled was great. Crash 4 was great. Crash Team Rumble, eh.
But when you look at the Blizzard side of things,
Crash Team Rumble's like, I'm like, that is not for me, but good on you. If you like that, good on you.
as somebody who used to be a Blizzard fanboy in the heydays of World of Warcraft and Hearthstone, my heart's just not with them anymore, even with the expansion announcements that they just did for BlizzCon.
I've never played WoW.
Same. I have played Hearthstone and I played Overwatch, and then all the stuff came out with Blizzard, and I stopped. They weren't.
I've played Hearthstone every once in a while on occasion. It's a good game. I'll admit it's a good game. Just the company is kind of like I don't like.
I tested out. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's just the company right after everything came out with ActiBliz and Bobby Kotick.
Fucking Bobby.
I tried WoW back when it first came out, and meh was my response. So I never bothered.
This man.
I played Overwatch 1 back when it first came out. The first couple of years, I was a big Overwatch player, but after all the changes and everything else, I stepped away.
I think everyone played Overwatch 1 for a while.
Yeah.
Nope.
I enjoyed
I did,
Overwatch 1
for sure.
a while, but like eventually
I
I
have
just
never
dropped out
touched
of it.
Overwatch.
For me, like, I played it for a few. Like, they had it as one of the PS Plus games for a month, and I played it for a while, and I was like, "This is fun," but I'm not one for MMO or for real-time strategy like that. So I'm like, yeah, this not for me. It's fun though.
I'm not
Now,
really
I
like
was
a big MOBA or MMO fans for two different reasons. Well, similar reasons, I guess. Both are very grindy, and I get bored with that very quickly.
RuneScape. Sorry.
No problem. Case in point, I will
League of
probably never
Legends.
play RuneScape.
Now, TF2, I was a big TF2 guy back in, like, my college days, from, like, 2010 to, like, 2012, 2013.
I still like to play TF2 on occasion.
Yeah.
I remember one of my friends was looking at me one time and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm just like, playing RuneScape, and I'm just slapping iron. He goes, "How is this fun to you?" I'm like, "It's fun. I can't explain it. It's fun."
Tedium and drudgery are good for the soul.
Ding, ting,
Look,
ting.
I grew up on a PS2 without a internet adapter. I was never somebody who experienced online gaming until later.
I've tried with I think maybe 2 or 3 MMOs. I played D&D online for a while. That was cool because it had a D&D skin and I enjoyed that. But then it got too grindy and repetitive, and I'm like, I'm done.
Which actually, speaking of, there's been a big renaissance of people who remember the Ratchet and Clank games. Up Your Arsenal specifically had a multiplayer section. There's actually been a big revival of Ouya multiplayer on a private, separate private server.
Huh.
I remember multiplayer. I remember multiplayer Up Your Arsenal.
Onyx, why?
Hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 of them, Onyx. You don't need to add any more.
But is everyone back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Everyone's back, but you, like I said, you have something you gotta do now.
I do?
Look at the chat.
Oh! I now see!
Now you see why I was yelling at Onyx.
1, 2, 3,
7.
4, 5. Okay, 7 it is.
Puns?
Well, let me get out my big book of dad jokes. Ahem.
Onyx, I will mute you for 5 minutes if you keep adding stuff.
8, 9,
We'll hunt you down, Onyx.
10.
10.
There we go.
There's 10.
Well, he did say it was
Seven,
uneven, so we had to add some puns in. What
He
was...
had to give it a nice round number.
Yeah, we can't have
8
an
is
odd
a
number.
round number.
It is, but
I said a
10
nice.
is better.
Well,
I said
actually,
a
it wasn't
nice
Onyx. It
round.
was.
Yeah,
It was
Bubba that did
it.
Bubba with the roundup. But let me get into these puns. What does a zombie vegetarian eat? Grains. Yep.
Yay! Thank you, elementary school. I like that one.
What did the Can Crusher decide to... why did the Can Crusher decide to quit his job? Because it was so depressing.
Nice.
What do you call cheese that doesn't belong to you? The classic nacho cheese.
Daughters.
You know, I hate jokes about German sausages. They're the worst. What do you call a fake noodle? Well, clearly you call that an impasta.
I was gonna say a
You
rope.
sure?
Draco, I got one for you.
Oh?
My golfing addiction is driving a wedge between my wife and I.
That's a freebie. Why did the coffee file a police report? It got mugged.
That's 7, by the way.
No, I'm counting Chaka's one as a freebie. So that's 6.
Oh, Chaka's with a preview? Okay, that's 6 then.
Would you like the milk in a bag, sir? Cashier. Dad. No, thank you. Just leave it in the carton. What did
What is this, Canada?
What?
No, this is Patrick.
Well played.
Thank you.
What did the baby corn say to the mom corn? Where's popcorn? That's incredibly relevant for what we're about to get into.
Why do you say that?
Don't choose between a mad or a sad psychic. Find a happy medium.
Another freebie. Where can I go to learn how to make ice cream? You go to Sunday school. And last, but certainly not least, did you hear about the guy who invented lifesavers? They say he's making a mint. And hello, Onyx. You're just in time. we've come back from our break, and it's time for the party to, well, the players, to see if they can get themselves into the naughty corner for Myrmidon.
Real quick,
Hey,
before we go back, I got another free one for you.
Okay.
I wanted to join the debate team, but I got talked out of it.
And, Milla, I believe you were also going to say something?
Yes. Hey, Rabbit.
Ish.
Did you hear about the church that burned down?
No.
Holy smoke!
Comedy achieved.
We've done it!
We've achieved
funny.
the comedy.
Comedy achieved.
You guys
Laugh.
know why they're kicking across the road, right?
Why's that?
What?
Cause
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Do tell.
7's a fucking psychopath.
That is fair. But, you're, I believe, going to make your way to Babs' meadery. You find her picking at her teeth. Oh, hey! What can I do you for? I think I just helped your friend Argyle get some corn dogs. Want some more?
Well, during our travels, we actually found something.
Oh?
Yes.
Yes, a package that was actually supposed to be for you. In the Tunnel of Love, of all things.
Oh, shoot! Yeah, that's my delivery of blood for some of me. I'd be willing to pay you the amount of red tickets for you if you're willing to give them over.
How many tickets?
Let me go back and
Just red pops out of the, just snack pops out of the box.
and tickets. So let me go back into the Tunnel of Love to get you exactly how much that was. If the thing wants to load, there we go. PDF is being a little slow there. That was room... no, not 2. Room 3. 10 red tickets per vial, and you have 3 vials. So that'd be a total of 30.
Sounds good with me.
All right.
Would you allow us the honor of storing this for you?
You know,
You're very busy out here.
that's true. It is a busy night. Yeah, sure. I mean, just don't go, downstairs. Don't want you getting trapped in the storage room or in the freezer, of course.
Oh, of course. Where is it?
Well, if you go back there, you should see like a little trap door on the ground that leads to the storage area. You don't want to go down there. That leads into it leads into the storage area, and you might get stuck in there. You know how it is.
Of course.
And as you go back there, the Toymaker begins signing, and Stefano starts speaking with Babs. So, me and the Toymaker were wondering, because we don't eat, what exactly meat tastes like, and if you could let us know, like, describe for us what different meats taste like, we'd really appreciate it. And Babs
Hey,
gets a
Draco.
huge... Mm-hmm.
As the conversation with Stefano and the Toymaker and Babs is going on, for flavor, it would be possible to, to aid with the distraction if I use my Master of Tactics. Oh no, wait, never mind. That's for attacking a creature, so never mind.
Yeah, it wouldn't work then. But he is giving you advantage on all of your stealth checks as you sneak back there into the storage room, air quotes.
Slunk.
So everyone roll me those stealth checks.
You get your D4s!
Con Ventana. Plus D4. Plus D4.
I just have
No, why did I roll 2? I'll take the 1. That is
21.
There we
Funny
go.
number.
I got the highest stealth.
So Lilith has 14. Snack has 15. Kardec, you have a 9 first, but you can roll that 4. Oh, no, wait, you have advantage. What am I talking about? 19. You have a 19.
And Argos is canceled out, so he rolled 18.
17.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
thankfully for Argyle.
you hear Babs release a squeal, which does not really sound like it fits big Knoll lady like her, but she seems super excited to get into all the different descriptions of meats and how they taste and what taste is like, and it's going to be a really fun time for her. As you carefully creak open the trapdoor and you make your way down into the naughty corner.
Just call her Arby's, because she's got the meats.
Damn
She's
straight.
got the meats.
So, we're going to change our map really quickly as I describe the room you find yourselves in. And yes, I do have the right song on, so let's... Okay, roll 20, please work. I know this bookmark thingy is new, but come on. Eventually it will drag over. There we go.
Oh, it's coming.
Alright, so above game, I did the best I could with the ball pit. And I have you guys set up in the order I think you would be in. I have to bring... I realized I didn't add in Kardec and Sasha. There we go, now they're in the lineup. You're in the tunnel right now. So let's zoom out a bit. The players, or the Unseen Legion can't properly see you, but let us dive in. The cramped space is dingy, and domed ceiling lets in a bit of light from the food court above. Hundreds of multicolored balls cover the floor, mixed with detritus from the Revelia. Candy wrappers, moldering half-eaten pieces of food, and torn costume items. Boxes are piled in teetering towers at the edge of the space. For a moment, there is complete silence before what looks like a writhing human child rises up from the ball pit and lets out a heart-wrenching cry. Another thing that's not added there that I didn't put around the thing, but I can certainly do that. You notice above you, there are these, like, figures made of wax that seem to be guarding around the naughty corner that have not noticed you and don't seem to be focusing what's going on underneath them. Let me find one of their tokens real quick, because I thought I had a sheet for them, but I guess I don't. And
I see only darkness.
that's true. I mean, you didn't bring a light source in here, and the only one is up ahead. But, let me...
Speak with you again.
You see these guarding around the outside.
Shit, those are
of-
cool.
What
Oh,
the
no.
fuck is that?
Just imagine if one of those was Pinky. Oh god, please don't let one of those be Pinky.
That would be terrifying.
Why would you say that?
Why, yeah, why the fuck would you say that?
Because I want to see it!
That's messed up, man.
It's fucked up, but I want it! I'm a terrible man!
Look, I mean, hey, at least he knows what he wants. I respect that.
Hey, so long as he ain't killing anybody.
Yeah.
Fine.
But first things first, let me grab that, and I also need to grab, very importantly, I will say, just based on what I have here, before we get into Myrmidon and the fight proper, even with your incredibly high perception, Red, and the fact it's dark as shit in the tunnel, you do not see where Myrmidon could be, but you see the child, and I will pop this into chat. Send lure from its body. Humanoid child. Looks like a humanoid child. Even though you have seen this trick before, any creature that hears the sounds can tell they are imitations with a insight check. And any creature that can see the lure has disadvantage on perception checks to detect Myrmidon. So if you do want to find him, you will have to actively do the perception check to find him with disadvantage.
Oh man. Okay.
I wanted
So insight check. Man, that's an 8.
Oops.
Let's see. And insight? Cool.
Yes.
Nat 20.
Goddamn. Alright, so those of you that rolled above 15 on insight, you can tell this isn't an actual child. But with its wailing and crying, it does still make it difficult for you to figure out where Myrmidon is in this room. But with context clues, it's probably in the ball pit somewhere.
Is it with disadvantage for the insight check or just straight?
The insight check is just a straight one. The perception
21.
check is at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, so again, those of you that rolled above 15, you know it's not actually a human child at this point, or any sort
Oh,
of
poor
child for that matter.
Argyle.
Argyle.
Oh, poor Argyle.
What's a kid doing in here?
Yeah, Argyle,
I mean,
this is weird. How did a child get down here? You have to save that child. Also, I don't think you rolled your initiative.
Like both of those rolls didn't go through. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Save a line, Bart.
21.
All right, so you definitely go first, but you got to get that child out here. It's in serious danger.
Well, here we go.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
He dives into the ball pit.
All right.
Fuck it, let's go. Let's see what happens.
Okay. So, for Argyle specifically, we'll
death
count
ward.
this as
Just
a
saying that
surprise
casually.
action. So you dive on in. You try to save this child, but you notice there is a long line to it, and since you're in the ball pit, you find yourself face to face with Myrmidon, who lets out some happy clickings as it takes its first attack on you, which it has sneak attack because this is with advantage. You're on its lure. Is going to bite at you.
Ah, fuck
That is
no.
a 23 to hit.
He's gonna cast shield to say no.
Oh, well, never mind.
No, fuck that. Fuck that, I said. Fuck that. Get out of here. Back.
You.
Back. Back.
Actually, no. It's a +5, so it's 18 total or 23 total. So
So that would still
Oh.
hit. So you take 18 piercing and 5 acid. And
So
your thingamajig takes half of that total damage.
I only take 23 damage, ironically enough. So
Oh.
12 damage
12?
is going to the thingamajig, and 12 damage is going to.
Yeah, that's how it works.
When you're hit by
Or
attack,
11
you
damage,
take
you would-
damage, the thingamajig, the amulet absorbs some of the energy of the attack, stores ready. Yeah, that's how it would work. I just wanted the wording on that to be clear. And that was its surprise round, so now we begin actual initiative. Argyle, you're
I
up.
think-
Sick.
So now it's actually my turn, right?
Yes.
Argyle, in his mind. Alright, so you have some magic you can give me. Anything fun you can do right now?
Well, I mean, you just made the pact. You should be able to access what spells I have already... Let me look at your sheet. I've got a ranged one that's pretty good for you. It's not really helpful here, but it's an option.
Off game, I want to do rifle. I wanted to set up for raffle.
Okay. To be fair, I hadn't looked at your various spells yet to give you exactly what you had. Okay, so I've got something. You're gonna have to hold concentration for it, but it does a decent amount of damage.
Okay. And the first time, he's gonna cast Raffle Smite.
All right, now this is important. Are you attacking the bug here, or are you attacking the child?
Well, I mean, the bug attacked him, so I'm assuming that was the bug. Like he saw the bug attack him.
Fair enough. You also see, at this point, since you're face to face with it, you see the line that is at the child led from it to Myrmidon.
So each attack is going to do 4 psychic damage on top of it.
All right, and he has to make a wisdom save.
Yep, DC 12.
Okay. That is a 14. So he makes the save.
So it's going to take 2 psychic damage each time then.
Okay.
And
So the next time you hit with a melee weapon during its spell's duration, your attack deals an extra 1d6. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you until the spell ends.
So it's not
It's an action. The creature.
it's not frightened, but it's going to take the 4 damage each time.
Okay.
So
Well,
Yeah.
your attack. So next time you hit, so it will only be for 1 damage.
Next
or
time
for
you
one
hit
attack.
with a melee attack during the spell's duration, your attack deals the extra damage. Additionally, it is okay. So yeah, no, for this attack he's doing, he's gonna deal that 4.
It's a smite, right?
Yeah, it's a smite.
So he's able to do that upon his hit.
Yes.
Yep, on his next hit. So
19.
A 19 is gonna hit. Oh wait, you can't see his health bar. Let's change that. There we go.
So yeah, he's going to take 6 plus 4.
And then... It doesn't. -4. Alright.
Second attack. That's a double nat 1. Oh shit.
Ooh, let's see how this goes. That's an 11. Oh, oops. Let me find my... There it is, Master Fumble chart. Number 11 is... How is this gonna work?
Oh no, that's
Ooh.
You know what? If it
That's
doesn't work,
okay.
you can just roll again.
It's true, or I could do, it just misses for the time being. Because I rolled
What?
temporary deafness. I don't know how you're making yourself deaf here. Because you have very little movement, unless... I mean, I do know what I'm going to trigger as the lair action next turn, but I don't think that would work here.
Did he get a ball from the ball pit stuck on his head?
maybe
or
Argyle,
maybe a piece.
he hits the ball and the ball makes a weird whistling sound that makes everyone deaf. Like makes him deaf for a second.
I can hear... Well, it's for 24 hours you're going to be deaf for with this roll. So...
Or maybe he swung and missed, and the chunk of it lodged in his ear or something.
You know what? I'm gonna, given the situation, and I don't see how it could realistically work, I'll let this just be a miss. I will be nice.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
Well,
Alright, so that is it for your turn, Argo?
it would be, except I'm gonna Axis Surge. And I'm gonna
Okay.
hit 2 more times.
Alright.
That's a 19.
That will hit.
14 damage total on him.
14.
No, it would be just a 10.
No,
because the psychic.
Because
The smite only does for the
smite
next
only
attack.
does 1 damage for 1 attack, and then the spell ends.
Well, you
Yeah.
hold concentration on it, so the way I rule it, you
Until
can
he
neutralize
attacks.
it.
Until my next turn.
Until,
It's
No,
no, until your next attack.
Well, let's look at... Oh wait, I can just hit that on my end and have it go up. Okay, so...
Yeah.
Next time you hit with a melee attack, weapon attack during
Oh,
the
during the
spell's
spell's duration.
Yeah, up to a minute.
up to a
Which
minute.
means we're gonna get this for a
So
while, guys.
He would
There's
be
a
able
reason
to
I
keep
chose
that.
this exact spell.
Hold up, I gotta check something now.
Okay, but that is the first of your 2 hits.
Next time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your attack deals next 1d6 psychic damage. Additionally, the target creature must succeed with a saving throw, be frightened to you until the spell ends. As an action, the creature can make a wisdom check against your spell CC to steal and resolve and end the spell.
Yeah, it just says concentration up to a minute. It doesn't say it's only 1 attack.
Okay.
All right.
Which is
then
what-
25.
Why I did it like that? Because I'm like, yeah, because that means I'm gonna hit it with that amount each time. So that last one was 13 damage.
Oh shoot! I just realized. I don't know if you saw it, but I did respond to your message, Xell. By the by. I mean, at this
Good.
point, it's too little, too late. But anyway, now
If I
begin.
use all of my movement, can I move from right here to like right here?
So I will say the lore leaded you into the ball pit, and you dove down. So you're like, it's a 5-foot deep ball pit, so you'll just have to use 5 feet of movement to get above the ball pit and then move. So 5 feet of your movement is spent getting out of the ball pit. Although would that count as difficult terrain because you don't have a burrow speed? I think
Yes, it would be difficult terrain.
So that's 10 feet of your movement to get out of the ball pit, and then you can move.
Oh no, he's still gonna move right here. Guys, it's in there.
And you can look for it on your turn, but it is still in the ball pit. And it is now time for some ball pit fun! Woo!
Rad.
So this enemy has lair actions. You see that pink little circle? That little bit of it?
Oh no.
So everyone
I
within
don't.
that circle, Red, you are also within the circle. There is some light here, so you should be able to see kind of.
Not really. My screen is still black. Ah!
That's weird. Let me look at your... Oh. Your vision on your token for some reason was turned off.
There.
Now you can see. So,
Lilith is within that circle?
no. Red and Snack are in the circle.
Oh, okay.
So,
And Argyle.
And Argyle.
I thought I heard you say Lilith was. I was like, how?
I might have, but I meant Snack, Red, and Argyle. You notice as the floor gets significantly stickier where you're standing. For the first time on or turn, or when you start there, you need to succeed on a strength or dex saving throw, or you're going to be restrained and sink in the terrain.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely use the strength part of that, because thank God for +8.
Thank God for my belt.
So let's start with Red, who is in the goop right now. Strength or dex
All right.
to not get restrained.
Alright, dexterity saving throw, let's go. Oh man, just look at that. That's at least a 23. Don't even need to roll d4s, right?
No, you're good. You feel your feet starting to sink into the ground, but you manage to pull out of the ground just in time and get your footing on something more concrete.
He'll take a step back out of the goo.
And there's a crate there, so
Then-
you can certainly climb up on that crate.
Oh yeah. Getting out of the balls. He's going to... As a bonus action, he's going to... Okay, so... Just for figuring out semantics.
So I will.
He's gonna ready an action. If he can see the Myrmidon, he's gonna shoot it with his short bow.
Okay. So you're not going to take the perception. You're going to wait for it to reveal itself to take your action.
Yes.
Okay.
And Red will look to Argyle. And actually, yeah, he's gonna look to Argyle and he's just gonna say, well, actually, there's no really point of doing the help action because there's no creatures I can see. I can't see the help action. It's something I can't see.
I mean, you can see the lure, but that's the best you got right now for creatures.
Mm-hmm.
He just looks at Argyle. Why the hell did you jump in? I thought there was a kid!
That's basically all that Red's gonna do this turn.
Alright. Kardak, you're in the back, so you're gonna have to get some maneuvering in.
Uh-huh. Kardak's going to... Going to move... to... I want him to move up here.
Alright. I can say it's
If
easy enough
that's
for you to climb up.
Okay,
Daryl
can
might
you
be a
give
little
me
tricky.
access? Can you give me access to Sasha's and my homunculus's vision as well?
Okay, so they just have basic vision, right? I don't think they have night
One
vision.
second. Dark vision 60 feet, passive perception 16 for Estelle,
Night vision.
and dark vision 60 feet, passive perception 16 for Sasha.
So the Sasha did also have night vision of 60 feet?
Yes.
Okay, so 60 feet. And for them, I'm just gonna go for standard gray for their night visions.
Mhm.
Alright, you should have the ability to see with them.
Okay. Kardak, from his vantage point up top, is going to take a perception check.
Okay. Alright, roll that perception. You don't have
Okay.
disadvantage because you're not up with the lure right now. Oh.
Perception.
17. Alright, let me roll.
I am wanting to add my new ability of Flash of Genius.
Okay. I also forgot
I-
something very important on
Mhm.
when it attacked Argyle. Something else Myrmidon has. It is also a rogue. Argyle, you take 17 more damage from your first attack it did to you.
Jesus Christ.
It's got sneak attack.
Yep,
Lovely.
but only
Well,
once per turn.
Here's a question: is that attack halved?
Yeah, it would be halved.
It would be
'cause
halved
all the
along with it.
all the damage would be added as one lump.
Yeah.
So it's
Mhm.
8 points of damage free. Thank God.
Yeah.
Still though.
Anyway,
Kardak, please continue.
So yes, I have gained the ability to come up with solutions under pressure. When I or another creature I can see within 30 feet of me makes an ability check or a saving throw, I can use my reaction to add or my intelligence modifier to the roll. And I can do it a number of times equal to my intelligence modifier. So I gain +3 to that, making it a 20.
Okay. You manage to see shifting in the ball pit right over here, Myrmidon. You don't see much of it, but you do see some of its wing and carapace underneath the ball pit as it shifts and moves.
It's closer to the backside of the ball pit. And as a bonus action, my pistol I flip a switch on my pistol, and it begins to glow a radiant blue light as I cast Branding Smite.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna have to roll to hit first.
Well, I can't do that right now, because I used my action to perceive.
Okay, that's true. So, yeah, you're just going to hold that concentration on Branding Smite to prep for next time, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, and now it is Snack's turn, and you need to make me strength or dex to get out of this goop that's dragging you under.
For reference, both Sasha and
Oh, that's right.
they are taking the dodge action as of right now.
Okay, so they're not getting into the fray properly.
No, not yet. I have not given them commands yet.
Okay. I forgot if they're at the end of your turn or if they are their own initiative.
They are right after my turn.
Okay. So yes, Snack, you manage to, just like Red before, you get out of the goop before it can drag you under.
I'm going this way on top of this crate.
Alright.
And I look to the area where Kardak pointed out.
Alright.
I am going to cast... Cast it from here. Do. I shall spine the whip. I need DC 14 intelligence saving.
Alright. Let me tell you, Myrmidon's not the brightest. That is a 6 or a -2 with disadvantage.
So on a failed save, the target takes 3d6 psychic. Not take its reaction until the next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must get a move, an action, or a bonus action. It can only one of the 3.
Okay. So it can't have... Alright, interesting. So then, in that instance... Okay. Is that it for your turn, or do you still have some more you're going to do?
What cantrips I got? Action, Tasha. That's not a bonus action. Bonus action. That will be my turn.
Alright. It is now Myrmidon's turn. It can only do an action or a bonus action, huh?
Or move.
Or move. Interesting.
I think it can move just fine. I believe it's possibly half movement.
No,
though?
it says on its next turn it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. So it can actively only do one of those.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tasha's Mind Whip, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, yeah.
Myrmidon is
know why I
going
think it's
to
slow.
move itself a little further down. Still in the ball pit, still technically hidden. And it's going to lash out at Argyle from the pit.
It moves. It can't.
Oh yeah, you're right. It only gets one. So that is a wasted natural 20. It just moves. It is no longer in the position where Kardak originally saw it. But it is still hidden.
That scared the shit out of me for a second.
Yeah, that could have been much worse.
Just for
Almost
shits and giggles,
definitely.
Draco, go ahead and roll that damage. Let's see what he would have hit me with.
And let's see what you would have taken. That's not too bad, just 15 and you're grappled.
To be fair, I would have probably silver ray barbed that.
Probably.
It would have been a 7, or would have been 7 damage then.
Yeah.
So 8 damage going to the thing, 7 damage going to me. I'm actually, like, I put the thingamajig on my character sheet, and I'm actually, like, actively typing out how much damage I'm taking.
Good.
Everybody, when you see him, point him out. I will keep using white mind with.
So.
All right.
That's all Myrmidon can do. It is Watcher's turn.
Now, do I have to take an action to look at him?
Yeah, you have to take an action to actually look it out.
Fuck that, I know where he lives. Spirit Guardians.
Fair enough. Where are you placing Spirit Guardian?
The entire radius of the ball pit. Get the fuck out here. Go ahead and get ripped alive, buddy.
BRB, guys.
Alright, so let's do that wisdom save. Better than its intelligence, but that is a 13.
So I'm gonna flavor this with Watcher going, likes to hide, huh? Here's some fairies who also know how to hide, and that place is gonna be full of spirit guardians that look like Spriggans.
Alright.
12 radiant damage, just shining fey blades, just flickers being held by weird red cappy looking things.
You watch as they dive into the ball pit and just come streaking out with weird purplish colored blood on the ends of their blades.
And Sylvan, I'm gonna say, keep going.
So, here's an interesting thought. The lure has AC and hit points. Does it also get affected by this attack since it's in the radius? It doesn't have intelligence.
20.
Of its own.
I'm a ladrin, and I care nothing for the crying of human children if they don't have anything to do with my life. Hi, I'm a fairy. And I got a nat 20? Yes, absolutely.
Alright. I'll just, for the sake of it, roll another wisdom check with Myrmidon since they are related to some degree. That is a 12.
Or one of those Spriggan to just jump on top of it and start stabbing it into the ball pit.
You just hear a little die, die, die as it lets out cries very similar to children's screams.
Watch will look over. Don't worry, it's a ruse, everybody.
Argyle, can I say this is a character? Argyle will just look over, do the finger point, put it down. So you know that makes.
This is the oldest Fey trick in the book, what this guy's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, even better, it's the Devilman meme. Aye, fair enough.
Paraphrase Team 4-star. We here at the Players do not condone child violence. We do, however, find it hysterical.
It is funny.
We will continue to bring it to you live on Twitch.
Is it for your turn, Watcher?
Let me see if I have any bonus actions. I think all my shit's actions, but I got some new toys to play with, so just give me just a second.
All right. While you're going through that, I will.
Everyone's got their bond up.
Yeah. I will address Robot Street. No children were harmed in the process of this encounter. Just some weird, he didn't say this, but I'll add it. Just some weird, gross flesh child thing.
I just like to think while the Spriggan is just stabbing the childler, just Watcher just has a smile going, ah yes, I remember the first time I as a child was assailed by Spriggans. You never forget your first. Yeah, all my other stuff is actions, so yeah, that's me.
Alright. Lilith,
Turn over!
speaking of harming
Remind
children.
Remind me. Drinking a potion is a bonus action, correct?
Correct. It's only an action if you're feeding it to someone else.
Drinky, Mr. Badskin.
You guys are gonna watch Lilith pull out one of the fireball shots.
Okay.
And down it.
Oh,
Hey.
I love you.
Hey, guess what? That was a bonus action. I still have an action.
You sure?
Shit, her infernal blood just starts to boil and kind of like a heat action in Yakuza. Like she's just gonna start like emitting flames, and then she's just going to point at this back corner because that's where I can aim where people aren't going to get fireballed.
Fair.
Yeah, and it's gonna be she's gonna point there, and just a fireball is just gonna impact.
Does that? How far
That
out
is
does that go? Like to here?
It's a 20-foot radius, so it's gonna hit the entire ball pit.
Okay. So
20-foot radius sphere.
Okay, so something more akin to...
And I believe it's a dex save versus my charisma DC, which since I'm a bard, it's gonna be 14.
Okay, and hang on one.
And it's 8d6 fire damage. Let me grab the advanced dice roller.
So it'd be like, yeah, right there. So that certainly gets the tongue, and it gets Myrmidon, as well as you notice as this fireball explodes and a large fountain of fire shoots up out of the crack in the ceiling. And as it spreads across the top, you notice that a lot of the eggs on top seem to get roasted. Or at least, you didn't know they were eggs, they're balls, but they start to crack and smell like burnt popcorn as they get incinerated on the top layer.
That's gonna be 36 fire damage.
Well, hey, you've murderized the tail, or the, tongue for sure. Watch as the child ceases its crying and collapses into the ball pit. GM layer. And let's go take down the important thing's health. It has to make a dex saving throw, right? For Fireball?
Yes.
Let's see. And its dex is... It's not a very good rogue when it comes to dex. It's just really good at hiding.
That's a fail.
So that's minus 36. And I'll say that has absolutely revealed its hiding spot. It is no longer in the ball pits as the top layer has cracked away. So Red, you get your held action.
I get my held action?
No, Red, Milla. 14 just barely misses. However, an 18 certainly hits.
$25. Good God.
God damn. I feel bad
God
for this
damn.
poor pug.
God, I just all but one of those dice rolled a 4 or above. That feels good.
Damn.
Feels good, man.
But Lilith, is there anything else for your turn?
You know what? I'm just gonna take a 5-foot step back.
Fair enough. Argyle.
And that's it.
Now that he sees right there, he's gonna take one step. I have a clarification question.
Mm-hmm.
Says I have 2 attacks. If I take the first attack, can I hold the second attack to do it, or for a reaction?
I don't think so.
You have to hold your entire action.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, let's see how much the smite does this round.
Yeah, let's.
Another 4 damage. How's that?
Nice. And let's see if he's
impressive.
afeared. Wisdom. Nah, he's fine.
He's not scared of me.
Yet.
He should be though.
A 12 will not hit.
D4.
I was gonna say, do I have that D4 extra?
Always assume if we're fighting, you have this.
15. Does a
That is
15 hit?
15. That will hit.
By the way,
And
I should probably mention for Draco's sake that massive cone of flame that just popped up out of the cracked part of the ball pit probably alerted the people around the petting zoo to what's
Don't
going
say
on.
that. No one ever say that. Don't.
So-
That's fine. They're all having a good time. Don't.
I'm gonna be real with you. This fight would be impossible if the Candelabrons got involved. I was just saying they're around the general area, you can see them. They will not be a threat because these motherfuckers' CR is way too high to make this fight winnable. If you had to deal with Myrmidon, all of his bullshit, and the Candelabrons. They were just
Fair
so
enough.
you couldn't walk through the front door, basically. Like, I mean, I can give you a general, just an idea on their CR. They're a CR 5, and there's a perimeter of them around here. I think that's a little too much.
I only said that just because my realist brain realized, oh, that's a giant cone of fire that just shot up from that crack in the glass.
You know what? I'll add because it makes sense with what they are. They don't seem to react to the fire at all. Like, you'd think that would get some kind of reaction from them, like they'd feel the heat from it. They don't seem to.
So
Do what you will.
In game, like the second attack was a 19.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
I'm kind of sad I didn't get that 28. Like, I'm like, can we roll with advantage? I mean, we see him clearly now.
No, you just normal. Sorry.
All right, so that's just 10. So that's 14 damage to this guy again.
Oh, you're starting to make it look real rough.
Real quick in his head. I like this.
It's a pretty useful spell, not gonna lie. Definitely one of my
Your
favorites from
previous owner didn't use it this way.
I mean, he also had wind sickles, and that was pretty cool. He was able to teleport and hit all you and your friends, so...
No, he, like, Argyle, when he says cool, yeah, cool.
Well, I enjoyed it. And he did, if you're curious.
He did. He relished trying to kill you. I need to make this perfectly clear. He loved wanting to kill you.
We were on, like, the same wavelength, me and him, on killing people, so it was a really good relationship.
Like, I just love killing.
Right, so is that it for your turn right now, Argyle?
That is it.
Right, so it's time for some more ball pit fun. You notice as the eggs on top start to, like, crumble and burn away, there's another layer of eggs. Apparently Myrmidon lays these eggs a lot. And some of them start to shake as you notice a popcorn swarm come into play, being birthed into this hell that is currently happening around its nest.
Wisdom save.
These new creatures just coming out into life, and immediately, watch out!
Die.
Well, they got a 19, but roll that damage from the Guardians.
Oh yeah, give me just a second, because I was looking at something else real quick. Spirit Guardians. We have 3D. Brilliant. Okay. So that is 7. That's 7.
All right, so that's what type of damage is that? Just
Radiant.
Radiant. Okay. And they will take that 7. And why can't I click on it? Damn it! Come on.
Yeah, I hate when
Taco,
you try to click it.
Are you still measuring out the 20 feet, or is roll 20 just being a pain right now?
I'm not wrong.
Okay, so roll 20 is the one that's making this difficult. Cool. I will move them over solely so I can reduce their strength, but it still has, like, the arrow on my screen.
Fantastic.
And, of course, the, like, 20 feet is just over their health, so I can't click the damn health. But I believe if I'm looking at this correctly, which I'm pretty sure I am, they go immediately after hatching. IQ, Popcorn Swarm takes initiative count 20, yep. So, at turn...
Just realized who's right next to it.
Yep.
Oh.
The guy who really loves popcorn.
You gotta admit, this is fucking funny.
It is.
And that is it for the ball pit stuff. As the popcorn swarm, Snack, you remember what happened. And at the same time, they smell so good. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw, or you're gonna go down there and start noshing on some popcorn.
Go, gadget, Hoshi.
Hoshi. 16.
16.
Plus your T4. Oh, yeah, you passed.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. No, you know exactly what happens. You know what happened last time you tried to eat popcorn, and it will never happen again!
I like to think, even though it's not officially advantage, like or Snack himself has advantage on this.
And for 24 hours, you're immune to this enticing aroma.
Hooray.
So, when the swarm comes within 10 feet of a creature that sees for the first time on a turn, a creature must succeed. Oh, so Red also has to make that wisdom saving throw.
Although.
D4.
Alright, he's plus D4, come on, baby.
You need to roll that 4.
13!
That is
Ah!
just shy. That popcorn sure smells yummy. Yeah, I mean, just a bite couldn't hurt. On your turn, you are
Oh
going to
my
have to spend
God.
your turn to get down on the popcorn's level and start eating it. And I don't believe that is an attack. That's just its thing, but no one is
Wait a
in
minute.
range for it to attack it. So
Wait a minute.
Oh,
I remember, I was gonna say, I'm having to double check something real quick because, food court. Just a second, sorry. Oh, they're passive. Okay, yeah, that's fine, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is it for its turn because it isn't in range to attack anyone with its nibbling. Because if I look at that, if I remember correctly, yeah, it has to. You have to be on top of the swarm. But speaking of that, Red, that popcorn sure looks pretty yummy. A few bites couldn't hurt.
Red's gonna take the path of least resistance, jump off the crate right into the swarm, and start eating it.
By the handful, and I will roll just how much damage you've done to the swarm by eating them. That is 11 points of damage to the swarm. 11. And it tastes so good, but oh no, you're not feeling so good.
Oh no.
Creature eats for the swarm. But hey, you're immune to trying to eat it now. You just feel kind of sick.
That was my action.
Yep. So here's what you are in store for from eating them. You're poisoned
Oh,
for
no.
24 hours, or if someone could get rid of poison. 1 hour after eating this popcorn swarm, you begin to suffer the first stage of the effect, as shown on the following table. While they are poisoned, you must make a DC 13 con save every hour. On a failure, you gain the next stage. So, thankfully, that's not going to trigger quite yet. However, you are right into the swarm right now, so when it becomes their turn again, they're going to start attacking you. But, that is it for Red. Kardak?
Kardak is... Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yep. Oh,
Just making sure.
one thing, bonus action, Master of Tactics.
Oh, right.
Stack, get rid of that stuff for me! You have advantage on your next attack against the swarm.
And
And
who
I'll
does this do?
That's...
The Master of Tactics was the snack.
But,
Oh, okay.
Kardak, it is your turn.
Yes, it's your turn.
Kardak's gonna raise up his magic pistol to the big boog, and he's gonna blast him.
Alright. Yeah, that'll hit.
Going to 19 to hit,
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
17.
Oh my god!
And we just learned this recently as well. I believe I also get to add my intelligence modifier to that as well.
from your Flash of Brilliance, is that like... I'll have to look at it again to be sure, but is it like once per turn?
I don't
or-
think it's the Flash of... I don't think it's Flash of Genius.
Oh, right, it's because you're an artificer making weapon attacks. That's like one of the first things they get, I think.
Battle Ready.
The combat training and your experiments with magic have paid off in 2 ways. You gain proficiency with martial weapons. When you attack with a magic weapon, you can use your intelligence modifier instead of strength or dexterity. Yes.
So that would actually be a 19
Because
that'd
it's
be
using
2 more points.
dex. Okay, so
and 2 more points.
I'll minus 2 more off. And we'll have to just rework your stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to redo my magic pistol.
And
then oh, and of course we can't forget the lovely branding smite, seeing as I hit with just a weapon attack.
that is true.
It does not specify melee.
So let's roll that
So-
branding smite.
Going to be 4 radiant damage.
So how do you want to kill Myrmidon?
He just bullseyes it right through, from one eye through the other.
Alright. Sure enough, you all see as Myrmidon reels and tries to attack or get close to Argyle as that one shot from Magic Pistol goes straight through its eyes and it collapses on the ground on the pit of its young, dead.
Real quick,
Then
The Spriggans happily stab the crap out of it.
Of course.
Argyle's seeing that, looks over to Cardiff and does the 2-finger salute.
as you do that, you see him turn his pistol towards the popcorn swarm. And second verse, same as the first extra attack.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Although red is in there, so it's a little dicey, but you do hit the swarm primarily.
I believe that should be a 12 piercing then.
12 piercing.
12 damage piercing.
And
And then
just for fun, red, roll just a quick dex check.
Okay.
Dodge out of the way so you don't get shot.
10
10.
plus D4.
Yep, plus the d4.
D4.
11.
Okay, so you're gonna take half of what he just did, so you take 5 damage, because it's kind of difficult
Ow.
to shoot around you and only hit the popcorn.
well, it is a magical shot, to be fair.
I mean, yeah, but he's also covered in it right now. That's why it's
Yeah.
not the full 10. They took the blunt of the
Well-
attack.
They also get branding spikes put on them.
I'll be nice
Oh,
and say
great.
only the swarm gets the branding smite. Because again, they're taking the bulk of the attack. You just happen to be in the center of them.
That's right. Thank you.
Going to be a 5 and this is radiant damage, by the way. 5 radiant damage to them.
Alright, I already took that down. You're all set.
He's going to yell out, Sasha! Devour! To which point, Sasha is going to come running up and begin to start attacking the swarm herself.
And her attacks are all
With-
force, correct?
Yes.
That's powerful.
It's going to be force-empowered rendering.
23 is certainly gonna hit.
And then it's going to be
Is it not just...
1d8 plus my proficiency bonus for force damage.
I think you can just click it, can't you? Yeah, you can just click it and it'll roll it.
Oh,
So yeah, you just go.
so
here.
5 force damage.
All right. So
Or wait, is that just the dice roll, or is that plus my proficiency bonus?
it is 1d8 plus 3, which is your proficiency bonus, I believe.
Yes, but the 5 damage, is that showing just the D8, or...
Yeah, I'm hovering over it. It's doing the 1d8 plus 3.
Okay, so it did do the plus 3? Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
then, yeah, 5 force damage.
Sasha fares significantly better than your gunshot, because she is more precise and up close and personal with the swarm.
Mm-hmm.
So Red takes no
Are they still
damage.
kicking?
Yep, they're still barely hanging on. There's like 5 of them left.
Well then, they're gonna take another forced empowered because Sasha also has extra attack.
Okay. And you can just click that in chat and it'll roll the damage. For another 5.
Another 5 force damage.
Sasha manages to wipe out the swarm before anything bad could happen to Red. I mean, unless you count the getting shot out, but there was no way of getting around that, to be fair. And you've
You
done
good,
it.
Red?
Red.
Are you good down there, Red?
Hey, Milla.
Milla?
Yes, I was sorry. I was muted because coffee, IRL, but
Ah,
Oh, it's
wonderful. Yeah, Red says.
Sorry about that, but
Ugh.
end goal is favorable.
As Red just looks over this.
Oops, sorry. Wrong button.
alright, so who's gonna be...
You okay, Brandy?
Not anymore, you're not!
Vibe check.
And who's gonna be carving up this lovely antlion you've killed?
Let's see. I'm proficient with survival.
I also know survival.
I have a +4.
I have a +7.
I would like to assist and give advantage to Watcher.
Oh, when you when you go ahead and assist me, I'm going to go ahead and pull out a. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a tool off of from under my coat and just pull it open, like a skinning knife. You have to be prepared. Self-defense.
Red's actually going to assist by grabbing a hooded lantern and lining it and shining it on the body of Myrmidon.
That makes perfect sense. While you do that, he looks at you and goes, "Thank you." Let's a restoration. Just
can have it.
whatever the fuck's happening with that popcorn, it stops. Okay, it stops.
An hour hasn't passed, so you don't suffer the coughing fits you were gonna get.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm also coffee IRL, so that's just like totally appropriate.
Yeah, in character, it really worked
yeah.
out for us.
Rabbit.
Hmm.
Whatever you roll, unless it's blatantly going to be success, is going to be a +3 to your roll as well.
It's a flash of brilliance.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
man.
So hold on, let me do a couple things. Plus your +3, so it's 27. That's a 31.
You manage to very precisely cut open the back of this bug, and you see something inside. It's a little grisly, but you manage to pull out what appears to be a gleaming cloak with a pattern eerily reminiscent of a child's face from the creature's tongue. The cloak billows down similar to its wings. And it's this gross, the, like, wing air quote section is this gross, fleshy color, and it's redder near the top, with green little gems around the edges. It is a very disturbing visage this reveals. You're not sure what it does, you might need to identify, but as you extract that out, the ground quakes, and you hear Heckna's pain shrieks echo through the Revelia. The sky darkens and the moon trembles before all of you as it turns blood red. The blood
Okay.
moon has risen.
Okay, now,
Yo.
Hoshi, it is time for that gift.
And let's turn
I'm
on.
burning this entire room to the ground.
Before you do that, well, I'm just want to start like trying to dig through these boxes to see if we can find anything useful.
All right. Roll a
So-
quick investigation.
Real quick while he's doing that, I want a clarification. The thingamajig just, like, it holds the energy until I release it, right?
I believe it's until your next turn. Let me double check. Thingamajig.
Got a 12 unless somebody wants to assist me for that
Hit by an
16.
attack, damage while wearing it. The thingamajig absorbs some of the energy of the attack and stores it for later use. The thingamajig stores half the total damage done to you between the end of your turn and the start of your next. So once it gets to your next turn, it recycles. But if you're hit
Okay.
multiple times in a turn, that keeps storing the damage.
Okay, so it doesn't hold the 20 or the 20 damage I had. Damn it.
Yeah, but with your 12, you notice in some of the boxes and crates, there appears to be, some slices of meat, some, like, sugar and the like, various waters and chemicals. There doesn't seem to be any proper stuff. These are the ingredients at this moment with a 12.
Okay.
I need to do some adjustment, because there's one other thing I need to show you, because I imagine after that you're all going to be climbing out properly, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Snacks in the room on Firecraft seeing the popcorn.
Real quick before we go into what I'm assuming it's gonna be another battle, I'm going to use the greater healing that I have.
Okay.
That's the greater healing is 4d4, right?
Hey, Draco.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Once just throwing my 2 cents out there to when he's done with I got something that I need to ask, but
Okay.
continue with Argyle.
Okay. So, yes, your greater healing potion will indeed store 4d4.
+4.
Plus 4, yes.
Yeah, I needed that.
Also, real quick about Game Draco, I just want to make it known that I do have to be up for work in 4 hours.
Oh, we were going to
so
end
I-
soon.
Yeah, I
This
don't know
was
if you
the
had plans
ending.
to end this session in the next like 30 minutes or so.
Oh
whatever.
yeah, it's gonna
Not to
end
rush you or
probably
anything,
before
but-
then. But so I imagine you all are climbing out of the naughty corner, and let me give you a gleam at what you have unleashed upon the Revelia.
Oh man.
Before we get out of there, would now be an appropriate time?
Wait just a little bit, and then we can
Okay.
put them through. But welcome, one and all, to the chaos of the Blood Moon. Clowns around you begin to shift and change as their bodies transform into something more horrifying. The were-spider acrobats are flinging through the air, observing everything around them. And as you see everything, all this carnage unfolding just beyond your eyes, you notice Stefano beaten up and covered in webbing. Help! The toy maker's been kidnapped by Arachne!
I will run over quickly and get the webbing off of them. Arachne. Where? Where do they take them?
The big time.
Brett's gonna look around to see if he can find him.
But take me to Locke first. I need. My legs aren't working more. He can help.
Of course.
Well, that was wrong. Let me shift the music back to where we were.
Why is there a big Kardak in Sasha?
Oh. What? There shouldn't be.
Oh, my
Okay,
end.
roll 20s, dude.
There we go. I've changed things a little bit, considering the turn of events we find ourselves in.
Oh, we can actually see the fun happen.
Yep. Oh, because I got rid of my covering, damn it. Oh well. Well, you've got a sneak peek of that before I was ready to reveal it, but I can hide that really quickly. I think it's because I shifted what it was. It wasn't originally on dynamic lighting, so you all could see it. But let's just... There we go. Ignore
Okay.
that. You saw nothing.
Nothing.
Pay
You
no
saw- you didn't
attention
see
to
a
the
damn
spooky
thing.
castle.
And I think this is a pretty good place for us to end on. But I think, Kardak, if you would like, now would be an excellent time for you to reveal what it is you were going to, while you're all attempting to hustle to the Lost and Found.
So, as we get out of the naughty corner and look around, Kardak's going to look at all of you and say, "Quickly come here. I have something for each of you." And Sasha comes running up next to him, and her back begins to open up, and inside, Kardak reaches in and grabs, pulling out a small hand crossbow that looks quite unique with some mechanical parts to it, and he hands it to Red. Next, he pulls out a trying to remember what it was. Let me check my notes. He pulls out 2 gauntlets that look like dragon's heads and hands them to Snack. After that, he pulls out a rather intricate looking mask that's ornate in the different seasons, swirling around in its cycle, and hands it to Watcher. He then pulls out a rather punk rock style jacket with some shoulder spikes, handing that to Lilith, before finally pulling out a rather aggressive-ish kind of looking armor and handing it to Argyle. "I made these for each of you. I'm sure that they'll help us with this."
This is quite the gift. I thank you. Please, explain it to me on the way.
Shall I do that now, or wait till next time?
We can
Are these
do that
infused?
above
Do I have
game.
an enhanced arcane focus? Because if so, I know exactly what that is.
No, these are
These are custom made.
these are items that me and Draco have worked together to make custom for each of you.
Sick, nasty.
Oh my god,
Okay.
dude.
Yeah, we've been working on these for a bit. But
Break Snack more.
yeah. But you can tell them above game after we end if you like, but this seems like a really good place for us to end properly on.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, this is very nice.
Also, I've made us a new landing page because of how shit has hit the fan. So let's go to that as we start ending things off.
Ooh, okay.
Roll20 wants to behave. There we go.
I see nothing.
I see the red moon now.
Oh, that's very nice.
I
gotta
see
move-
nothing but black.
I gotta move your tokens over, I guess. 1 hot second. Strange that some people can see, but others can't. Token. And now let me grab your tokens so everyone can get a nice look. Copy. I could have swore I already did, though. Oh, wait, I did already move. Oh, I see what I did. And I understand why I can't. Hold on 1 second, Kardak. I will grab your token. I grabbed everyone, but I seem to have forgotten to grab yours specifically. Whoops. Boop. Now you should be able to see.
Yeah.
Welcome to the chaos of the Blood Red Moon. You've all managed to make it into Chapter 3.
Yes, robot. Yes, the Revelia has gone mad. Because anybody who works retail, restaurant, or hospital will tell you, the crazies come out. The crazies come out during the full moon.
Welcome to Black Friday.
My God.
This is actually the most fitting time for it. Honestly.
You're
Jesus
not
Christ,
wrong.
yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, we need a
Welcome to Thanksgiving and Black Friday, everyone.
only because he needs to leave. I'd say
Yeah.
let's
Let's
do the
start
introduction.
with
Choco,
Choco.
start with you.
Yes. So Choco, what do you have going on?
Hello, you can find me on Twitter at ChocoZombie101. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky, ChocoZombie101. Here on Tuesdays playing Lilith. Wednesday is twitch.tv/TwitchPerson along with Daluna Power Ranger Cyber Strike. We're probably not going to play tomorrow, but we might play next week. We might come back next week. I don't know. Stay tuned to socials.
All right.
Do you want to hear what your item is before you leave?
Yes, I'll probably stick around. For a
You'll stick around till after so I can
Yeah.
just read them off? Okay.
All right. So, moving along, how'd you like tonight's session?
Oh, I did.
Oh yeah, I love this.
Oh yeah, for Hoshi. Sorry, Evan.
Oh.
Oh, she.
Oh, I enjoyed tonight's set.
Good to hear.
I still hate the popcorn.
What?
What? What did you? Oh, right. No, that makes.
I can't believe you want to destroy popcorn after all you've been through. What?
That's crazy.
I can't believe it. But moving along, hey Xell, what do you have going on?
Me? Well, I'm Xell Namora, your fun-loving nebulous dragon. Don't got very much right now. Don't got access to my computer to be streaming, so you probably won't be hearing from me once I go off to basic training for about 6 months before I'll be able to stream again. Next week is more than likely going to be my last appearance, because the week after I will be shipped off to the Great Lakes to participate in some rather wonderful icy basic training with the Navy.
Yes, come
But-
enjoy our 30 to 40 degree weather over here.
Yay.
Nice.
But when I'm not doing that and actually do stream, you can find me at twitch.tv/Xell_Namore. And anywhere else on the internet, pretty much at Xell Namore. Just look for the dragon and voila, that's me. Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram. That's really it. I have been trying to work on YouTube, but brain get distracted with videos.
I hear you.
But that's me.
All right, Milla, what do you have going on?
Well, not much on my end either, aside from X, Twitter, Millaninja Nerd, Blue Sky, and Twitch, Millaninja. It's time you finally get out of harvest and fieldwork season in the next few weeks. I should get back to at least doing something consistent. Otherwise, as well as getting back into the groove out here, you can also catch me Monday nights at twitch.tv/Jake, where we're going to play through Trials of Edosaur of the Dragon Queen. We made it onto this sky, or onto Giant's castle that's on the ground. And now we need to figure out how to make it fly. If you want to watch how we do that, tune in Monday night and find out. But yeah, that's it for me.
Daluna, what do you have going
On whose channel is that?
Jake. LE_JHAKE.
It's in the chat
Alrighty.
right now. I'm going to click on there and go over to his channel. But, Daluna...
Yeah, not on the stream right now.
Ah, that would be why. You're not seeing it. But, Daluna, what do you have going on?
Yeah, what you got? What's the haps?
So, you can find me on Twitter at Daluna1338. You can find me on Blue Sky, Twitch, and YouTube at Daluna13, where I posted this last week. Xell was actually there for a while, but Draco and our good friend Cryptic Scientist, well, our friend Hope, our other good friend Hobo, were all doing a list of what was our favorite Super Sentai / Power Ranger mecha. That was fun.
The Megazords.
That was a 4-hour stream that I did not intend to be a 4-hour stream.
There's a lot of Megazords, to be fair.
Yeah. So, aside from that, also I'm going to be posting it shortly. Episode 2 of me and Draco's Medi Race. We just got badges 2 and 3. And we are on our way to fight what is my favorite gym leader of Gen 3, Flannery. Or whatever her name's going to be in this game.
It's true.
We don't know.
Anything.
We don't even know what Maxwell's name is going to be. Find out with us. I'm
Did we just lose someone?
Sorry, Chaco.
No,
Oh.
it's me. I'm still here.
Looks like we lost Milla.
Oh no. Oh, he's probably...
Yeah, Milla went to bed, guys.
Oh yeah, I see.
But yes,
Oh.
So you'll have to
I
just
was
let
really
him know
looking
it's
forward to
next.
telling him his item.
You can shoot him a message, but continue on.
like Chaco said, Orange Cyber Strike is currently on hold for at least this week and maybe next week, depending on mine and everyone else's schedule. We'll have to double check that in our little chat. But Friday also you'll see me back here again for Draco's stream. We're going to be going through Coded. I believe we're still on the we're still in Olympus, so we're probably going to go to Halloween Town next or Aladdin. One of the two.
Yeah, I don't remember which one is next, unfortunately, off the top of my head.
I have a feeling we've missed the world, but I don't think they're legally allowed to show it ever again.
Yeah. Womp womp. But, moving right along, hey, Mr. Rabbit, what you got going on?
My name is Rabbit. I'm a writer, and I'm also a comedian. You can find me on twitch.tv/HeyMrRabbit. I stream throughout the week. I stream horror games, retro games, and RPGs. I've been playing The Last Faith. I've been playing RuneScape. My big thing is I'm doing a fresh account on RuneScape 3 called Mr. Everything, where as an Iron Man, you get everything in the game. Everything. I spec the entire thing out. Like, it's going to be real fun. I can't wait to go ahead and take all the VODs on that, throw them into like a 9,000 terabyte external hard drive, and then start editing that for YouTube. Yeah, Mr. Everything's gonna be a great thing. So if you want to go ahead and just see Pop tell his dum stories and just be nicely entertained, just coming on twitch.tv/HeyMrRabbit, and wherein that's my job. That's me.
All right, and of course, you've already found me here. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays. Mondays, you can catch me and Daluna here, like he said, doing more of our Emerald Metalock. Heading on over to Lava Ridge to fight whatever Flannery's name now is. It'll be different for both of us. Tune in to see how that's going for us. Tuesday, you can catch our heroes, the players, as they take on the craziness that is the Blood Moon. Will they be able to save the Toymaker from Arachne and his coven of were-spider acrobats? You'll have to tune in to find out. Wednesday. So this Wednesday is the day before Thanksgiving. I don't know if I'm going to be heading over to my mom's to help her do some early prep before Thanksgiving. So normally I stream Oracle of Seasons, and we're going to be ending that game off with Onyx's Castle, but I don't know if I'm going to have the time to do that. We'll have to see. I will let y'all know on my socials, on the Blue Sky and the Twitter, how that shakes out. Thursday. Another thing, normally we would be doing Odyssey, a Rhapsody of Fire. However, we're probably going to be doing party games or something of the like, because one of our players is unfortunately not going to be able to come in for that one. Or we might put him on auto. I'll have to discuss with them again. We'll let you know. Although, since this is, like, near the final boss, we're probably just going to skip over it for the time being. But,
if you guys do party games on Thursday, let me know. I want to join it.
Alright. I will certainly let you know. And, of course, on Friday, like Daluna said, we're going into the Labyrinth of the the Labyrinth of the Olympus Coliseum to look for Hercules and see what he's getting on into in the glitched out areas of Jiminy's Journal. But with all of that said and done, first things first, our quote of the session goes to Ness for, "Use me to slaughter things, that's all I want." And now, let us find someone to raid.
I have Beowulf, Bulldog, Bracky, Sheru, Connor, Octo,
Pimp.
Melizand, who is a voice